better and I'll learn and.
Oh my God, Trossard! Oh! Oh my!
Post delivery.
No. My eyes are watering. Oh, please. Oh my God. Murder! This is criminal! Welcome to hell.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Whipping it towards.
Oh my, yes, come on! Just come on, pick up that football. Pick it up. I want another goal. Next 5 minutes.
20 minutes later.
Oh, what's going on? Stop! Oh my. What do you mean they got a winner?
Your trigger finger, your fucking editing trigger finger is itching, you little pussy, yo. You ain't getting me today, you dickhead.
They got a winner. Fuck this one. Fuck this. They got a winner and we can see the fourth. Fuck this. I've joined SAEED. You know when I used to do when I used to do my watch alongs on Twitch, no one saw them. Now
you global now.
Let me keep it a buck. If Twitch didn't change their 70-30 policy to 50-50, this shit wouldn't be happening because I would still be on Twitch. And it would be SAEED. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, man. Ain't no me anymore.
It's
you
I come back to
now.
YouTube. Now I come back to YouTube and now people think this is some sort of cinema. This is long. It's not a joke.
Chelsea's a cinema now, man. You're loving it, man. Tuchel, I thought, you know what? Oh, man, he should get sacked. But you know what? Potter's lovely now, man. Potter ball is lovely.
What do they call it? Quidditch ball. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard it called on Twitter. Quidditch ball.
How did Grizz get away with that? Virgil's playground, all of that. Talk about
no way.
We're gonna have a part two. Don't worry, it's coming.
Listen,
it's coming.
has to.
Don't worry.
Has to. Matisse, you never walk alone. If we don't see an intro in the next 5 minutes for Grizz, then something.
Don't worry, it's coming, man.
By the way, have you paid him off?
No. He's not paid him off, man. He's not. You get me?
Listen, I'll let everyone down gently. Obviously, it's before the weekend started, THUGGEry messaged me and he said, it's sticky this weekend. If anything goes messy in the Premier League, then it's going to be hard to do anything. Obviously, he said he's out Saturday night, he's working Sunday, and he's working Monday as well. That's why Grizz actually got away with it this week. But listen, obviously, he's still got an intro out. So big up THUGGEry the same way.
Best believe he would have got one of me in there if Spurs if we didn't win that game. Best believe he would have got me in there.
We also know Grizz and THUGGEry. They're like that, man. They're good friends. Those two. They look out for each other. So you got away lucky there.
You know what it is, man. We have to say though.
Matisse, talk to me.
No, but Grizz, there's no community.
You got binoculars on. What's wrong with you? Can't you see?
Come on, you don't know who's this? Whose celebration this is?
Listen, I didn't see you last Thursday. I saw expressions. I didn't see you. I saw expressions. You better make sure you stay in the Champions League tomorrow.
You saw expressions cook you into shish kebab. That's what you did.
That's what you saw. You better make sure that you stay in the Champions League tomorrow. If you lose to Marseille, I'm going to be ringing your phone.
I was happily drinking my cocktails, eating my food, laying out.
Yeah,
in the sun.
I'm gonna ring you.
Expressions cook you to smithereens. So
I'm gonna ring you tomorrow. If you go out the Champions League tomorrow, I'm gonna ring your phone at full time. I'm gonna ring you.
I won't answer.
You will.
What
than you can't believe you will answer. You will answer the
Matisse, man, I'm seeing on Twitter, man. They want Tuchel back, man. They're missing Tuchel, man. You know what I mean? What's going on?
Yeah, they're already saying Potter out. What's that about? Potter out already. It's a bit early.
In Ghana, they want him back, man. They want him back, man.
What happened to trust the process?
Tuchel is in India enjoying life, just taking some much needed him time. Do you know what I'm saying? He is him. Do you know what I mean? Let him relax. So no, Tuchel. I don't know what they're saying on Twitter. I don't go on Twitter too often. Do you know what I mean? I only go on there on the Big Six account to just, collect Grizz from his barbershop and bring him back to me. So that's all I do. Do you know what I mean? I just go on there to tweet on Big Six account and go off. So where do you want to start, man?
Where's Potterball?
We're starting with Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah, let's start with Chelsea. Where's this Potterball?
Release the hound.
Enlighten me. Where's this Potterball?
Well, I mean, as you know, SAEED, it takes time, with these things.
Cheeky. Listen, respect my manager. We don't have a David Moyes manager right now, but go ahead.
Who's David Moyes?
Listen, you speak. You go ahead.
You better be careful when you call him David Moyes.
Listen, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, listen, let's be honest. With the first 5 minutes, first 6 minutes, I knew it was gonna be a long day. We had to clear the ball off the line twice inside 5 minutes. Thiago Silva was having one of them days. He thought it was West Brom. Do you know what I mean? He saw the stripes. I said it already. He saw the stripes, and you know, it's what shade of blue it is not really important. It's just the fact that it's the stripes and it's West Brom, Brighton, same thing. And he, you know, he had a shocker. To be honest, he gave the ball away a few times, and when your best defender is having a clangor like that, it spreads through the rest of the team, and that's what happened. So. Yeah, tactically, Potter got it wrong. I think he played like very bold wing backs in Pulisic and Sterling. He wanted them to do the Trossard March role, but they're obviously nowhere near as good defensively, and it didn't work. But I think, first 5 minutes set the tone for the game. The counter press from them was serious. Their fans were up for it as well, because obviously there's a whole beef, with Potter and the staff, and the way we took a lot of their staff, and we took their player of the year and all these things. So it was one of them days where everything just went wrong. And to be honest, Chelsea have 2 or 3 maybe games a season like this where we just get slapped. We had it against Brentford at home. We had it against West Brom at home. And when it's a bad day, it's a bad day, and we just capitulate. So, that's really what ended up happening. They played brilliantly. I have to give them a lot of credit, man. They've been playing well for weeks, even though they didn't pick up the points against City and Brentford. And they played us, and they played us off the park. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I like to do it, to comfort myself, the way I slept at night, knowing that that's what Potter ball looks like at the end. Do you know what I mean? And we got it at the start. Do you know what I mean? Where we're still having up and down performances. One day we're good, one day we're not. The team selection was wrong. The midfield got absolutely destroyed. I can't say that we were outnumbered, because we did play with 4 central midfielders, but we just were second to every ball. They just bopped it round us. McAllister, Caicedo, Pascal Gross just bopped it, and they got a very good team, man. So yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's one of those days. I don't expect it to happen again for quite some time. We just have to hold that. Do you know what I mean? We have to hold it. The football god spoke. When you take that much infrastructure from a club, you better know that club is going to come back and have something to say about it when they play you. So I'm not going to lie. It's karma. It is karma. I'm not going to lie. It's karma. So yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions?
Yeah. I have a question. I want to reverse the conversation back just a little bit and talk about my old friend, someone I used to love dearly, in Raheem Sterling. You know that guy? The guy I used to love dearly. I used to look at that guy. I really like that guy. Listen, if you guys remember correctly, a few months ago, I was only a new boy on the Big Six. I was new on the scene. And I came in and I said, listen, Sterling, the one place he cannot go, he should not go to, is Chelsea Football Club. I knew it was the right time for him to leave Manchester City, because we were moving forward. We needed more clinical players. Chelsea, with the lacking of creativity all round, it was not the place for Sterling. And I hate to say it, I was called salty. You're bitter. He's left your club. He wouldn't sign the shirts. He said no to the kids. I'm not signing City shirts. I told you so. If a player who will get 2-3 chances a game, you need to score, it's not Raheem Sterling. I don't know what Potter's thinking playing that guy at wing back. I don't know where you play him. It's just an I told you so situation. I knew we needed to get rid of Jesus. We need to get rid of Sterling. They aren't clinical enough. And now he's your problem.
Yes.
That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say.
Did you ask the mic?
No, it's not a question. It's just more of a haha.
There's nothing to say. Do you know what I mean?
You say, why do you just
I have no question. I don't care. I don't care that you lost 4-1. It's irrelevant to me. I just want to say I told you so about Sterling.
I mean, no, listen, I still think Sterling's a very good player. We saw what he did for England in a systemless England. Individual wise, he was the best player in the Euros. So I'm not going to go down the path of saying that, without City, he's nothing. But for sure, he needs to improve on the left-hand side. He's been poor for a few games. The decision-making has not been there, etc. But I was also not going over the top with Sterling coming in, because I was interested to who we would bring in around him. And like you said, with the creativity at Man City, he was receiving the ball in dangerous areas, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo Silva, all these guys. And we don't really have those guys, so it hasn't been consistent. Listen, if he's benched for the next game, I ain't got no problem with that. Even though he's playing wing back, I think it's important.
He's going to start ahead of him.
Yeah, Toby, please.
I'm seeing people call on him Timo Werner 2.0. Werner 2.0.
Pulisic. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Is that who's going to start ahead of him?
Well, listen, I don't know who will start ahead of him. I'm not the manager. I'm not the manager. I think you need to worry about. I think you need to worry about who's going to start ahead of Emerson Royale.
Emerson is shit. I don't even know. That's how I know you're rattled, because you're bringing up Emerson. So that's the first part. So,
go back to Greece, man.
You said I wouldn't even mind if Sterling's dropped, and I asked, who are you gonna bring.
You have options. You have Pulisic.
Yeah. So who do you
Yeah,
bring
you
in
have-
for Sterling on that?
You have Pulisic, and that's that's it. You don't have nobody else. There's nobody else there. I mean, he's not using Ziyech. You know, Kai is not a winger.
Pulisic.
You could play Chilwell wing back. The reason why I won't say that Sterling, he's playing wing back, but he's still found himself in advanced positions on the left wing where you would expect his decision making to be better and him to be better. So it's not a full blown excuse, but yeah. I think Henry Winter was saying it on Twitter. Listen, he's a winger. Do you know what I mean? He defensively, he's not going to give you what maybe March and Trossard are going to do. Same with Pulisic. So he left himself a bit handicapped in a way because he had 3 centre backs and then he couldn't move to a 4 because both of them wing backs were wingers. Maybe if he plays Azpilicueta, but then for me, the reason why I won't say hypothetically if he plays Azpilicueta, if he plays Jorginho, because for me those are just different problems. They're not just complete solutions and no issues. There's problems then. Trossard could still rip Azpilicueta. You never know. You know, he's in good form. So for me, it's like we can.
And also Russell Brand, that left back as well.
Okay, so on Cucurella, I was giving this a think, and he had tonsillitis. Grizz, I'm gonna use your moment. So guys, get the violins out. Go on, play your music. Okay.
You're really gonna do this? You're really gonna do this?
I am.
You'll never
Why?
walk alone, Matisse.
Why?
You'll never walk alone.
I am going to
You'll
do this
never
because
walk
this is what the great Grizz Khan defender would do.
No, we want to hear what you say, though.
It's you know, sometimes you have
Grizz
to
is a
learn
broken man at the minute. He's
very
broken. We're going to leave
Grizz-
for
alone.
later.
He's
Grizz
wearing a red hat.
listen,
He wants to make
Yeah.
Liverpool great
Listen,
again. That's why he wants to be like Kanye West.
Grizz has
You'll never walk alone, Matisse. You'll never walk alone, Matisse.
Grizz has implemented a very strong defensive philosophy on this show. He's implemented a great system, a great tactic. And I'm learning from Grizz. You know, when Grizz is meant to get smoked, Grizz manages to
Matisse, man.
put together a team and defend and get that 0-0. And that's what I'm going to do today with Cucurella. Cucurella had tonsillitis. He lost, I believe, 2.5 kg in body weight. And, you know,
that's your entire body weight.
Listen, I knew that was coming.
Listen, one day you will get old and you will lose all that muscle, and then I don't know what you're gonna do then. I'm not gonna lie, you're finished.
Matisse is waiting for that day.
45, you're finished. And then I'm gonna come for you when you're 40, 45. You're finished. So just enjoy your peak as a man, innit? Anyway. Bring back expressions, man. Anyway, so Cucurella has had some. He's had some moments people are listen. This is a legitimate thing as to why he might not be playing at his level. Because to be honest, he was great and he's Premier League proven. So I don't understand why he's playing on that level that he's playing at now.
I don't think Brighton miss him at a minute.
That's fine. Brighton's recruitment is better than both of our clubs put together, SAEED. So it's all good.
No, don't add me into this situation.
I will. I'm on your company.
Don't add me into this situation.
I'll add you into
this. Is you and you.
If you don't want to get into this, you better.
I'm not involved, man. I'm part of the 3-point collectors crew at the top of it. You know, we're 3-point collectors crew.
Until you're part of the trophy collectors crew, you're going to be holding the smoke just like everybody else. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Until you're part of the trophies collectors crew, you're going to be holding.
Here we go again, man. This is what Chelsea do, innit? This is typical Chelsea fan speaking again. Like again, let's stick to the fact of the matter is, yeah. And Cucurella, what he hasn't done nothing. It's been a flop so far. Let's be real. Yes or no. For 60 million.
I want to say this.
He hasn't even got an answer for me.
I want to say this.
Are you frozen?
He's pretending to be frozen.
So, listen. We're gonna cook Matisse and we're gonna cook him on that team, but I want to actually stick up for Cucurella because whilst he's not started well, and yes, the money is high, let's not pretend that this guy is a bad player. He's not just turned into a bad player overnight. Yeah, I think we need to give Cucurella time because the player that you saw at Brighton is still the same player at Chelsea. He just needs time and a run of games. If me personally, like I said this to Matisse on his show, there needs to be more questions asked on Potter for that game. We know that he's a new manager, 100%. So I'm not really gonna like go in on Potter with his style of play and stuff like that. Like he's only been in the job 2 months, so he needs time. But you have to put some blame at the manager's door for the way he set up against Brighton. Like we can talk about Cucurella getting cooked, but bruv, why wouldn't he be getting cooked when he's constantly being double teamed?
Yep.
Same for Chalobah on the left hand side.
side,
I watched the highlights. I didn't even watch the game. I watched the highlights and I was reading some of the stuff that people telling me, and I was reading the post-match analysis, and it's like, bro, the way he set Chelsea up to fail with that lineup. He did.
He had no help from Sterling, and Trevor had no help from Pulisic. And in the post-match, he said that their jobs weren't to defend. Their jobs were not to come back and help. So as much as people can go at Cucurella 100%, I think Silva, like I said, Silva kind of set the tone. It was a bad day for him. But when you're looking at Trevor and Cucurella, they're playing two positions. They got to deal with March. They got to deal with the Pascal Grosses getting in between. So there's a lot to deal with. So I feel like it was more of a. I don't think this is a fair game to single out a Cucurella, because for me the whole team played poorly. You can't name a Chelsea player that played well. Everybody was bad. So that for
price
me,
tag though, baby, price tag.
That's what I'm saying.
100% the price tag.
Yeah.
I actually have not really spoken on Richarlison, to be fair. I've actually been quite lenient on the whole no goals in any Premier League games for your £60 million striker. I don't remember. I can ask questions if you want. I tend to not.
Oh, you can ask questions, because you asked a lot of questions the other week when we lost to Newcastle. Yeah?
No, I didn't.
No. You were definitely asking.
You lost to Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember.
Can I ask a question, Matisse, though? Not even a banter one. Is it a personnel thing, or is Graham Potter failing to kind of get the instructions across? Is it down to him as well in terms of playing people in the wrong positions? What is it like down to that? Because at the minute, Chelsea are not playing great football at the minute.
It depends on the game. Against Salzburg, they played very well midweek, but that is Salzburg, so a little bit of context. I do think he obviously could do with some more. He needs time. You know what I mean? We speak about the sixth position often because it's very important in football, and I've said it already. Chelsea needed a DM, and they needed one for a while. And yes, we spent a lot of money. And listen, ain't nobody going to ever not say that we spent a truck ton. Do you know what I'm saying? We spent a lot. A lot of it was replacing players that left, Lukaku's, Werner's, centre-backs, but we didn't actually address one of the big needs needed, which was a DM. You look at Fabinho, the difference it makes when he's in form, not Casemiro, the difference he's made in that Man United team, Partey at Arsenal. This is the position that Chelsea need to rectify, because it might change the way, say, a Potter approaches this game. If he has that's because he had Jorginho, but he decided not to use him on the bench. And, that's understandable. He's not suited for every single match. He's not being.
Why is it understandable?
Because he needs replacing. He needs to be upgraded on. He's not in consistent form. I know the Ballon d'Or listing hurt you, but that was a while ago. So we can move on. From that.
That good?
Huh? Yeah. You should see therapist about that. That seems to have really pissed you off.
No, I just don't think he's I just don't think he's as good as your fans say he is. He's all right.
What about Ndombele? Is he as good as you say?
Question about what Ndombele over Jorginho any day of the week, brother.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah. One picks up trophies, doesn't. Sorry, Hugh, what did you say?
Oh, sorry.
I was about
he takes penalties.
We're doing this.
No, mate.
This is funny,
Oh, what did you say? Sorry, Hugh, go on.
I nearly forgot what I was going to say there. I don't know who was asking. Was it SAEED about, was it personnel or Graham Potter? I was going to ask the question about do you think there's a certain blame has to be put on the people pulling the strings in terms of making decisions on transfers and that sort of thing? When you invest 280 million into a squad in the summer and you've got a 100 million pound striker chilling out in Milan and the results don't look that way, it does look a bit embarrassing on the people who do make those decisions. Your team isn't playing like a team who's invested 280 million pounds. Like the attack could have done with the investment, first of all.
Well, the attack got investment. It got Aubameyang and Sterling. The defense obviously replaced.
That's poor decision making for me. I said when that happened, Sterling was poor decision making. I didn't think he was a player that you needed, and I don't understand Aubameyang either. I
wasn't particularly gassed with the attacking signings because, listen, at the end of the day, you're right. You have to question decision making, but then you also have to look at the fact that the club was sanctioned and that they didn't have the staff in those positions in the first place. So unless you're alluding to that Chelsea stick with Petr Cech and Marina, which is not necessarily going to guarantee that you have a good window because they've been here for the windows before and they weren't good windows when you look at it with the attack and the Kai Havertz and the Ziyech's and the Werner's not working out. So then that context needs to be applied. Chelsea literally had to change their entire hierarchy in the space of 3 or 4 months. And we didn't have a sporting director in the summer. We didn't have a technical director. So that structure that you're talking about for the people that make those decisions, they didn't exist. Now people are starting to be brought in, and we brought in Joe Shields, we brought in this person, brought in that person. So in the future windows, I expect more organization. I expect our issues to be addressed. But in the first window, it was literally just we're going to get these players in to replace these massive names that we've already failed on, Lukaku, Werner, etc. And then hopefully, it works out. But so far, it is what it is. We're in the position we're in, and we need to. For me, it's just about getting top 4. Hopefully, you're seeing some better football over the course of the season. I expect to see things get better and better. So, yeah. For the people that think I'm waffling, you just don't understand English. Carry on.
But was this not an issue? Was this not an issue way before the sanctioning, though? Too. I mean, before you got sanctioned, this was an issue for me as well. Investing poorly. You look at Ziyech and Werner, two highly rated players across Europe. You bring them in, and they absolutely stink out the gaff. I don't think this is just last summer's issue. This has been
but that's a different. Yeah, that's a different recruitment team, though. So they're already gone, but they definitely like made L's 100%. But this summer is all about the fact that there is no structure. So.
Do you actually believe you're making top 4, Matisse? Is there a sense that you want to consistency?
Right? Yeah, you have to. Well, you have to. So I'm just gonna keep saying that.
No, but I don't feel like I can feel the energy. Like you're gonna make top 4. Like,
well, why would I have energy after a 4-1 defeat to Brighton?
No, I'm not in that kind of sense. But just do you think things can get better? Do you think?
Yeah, of course.
Great, because I look at this team and I think, yes, individually they've got great talent, but as a team, though, collectively, I think there's going to be more problems than people envisage. I genuinely do. Yes, time is a healer, but I just feel like with Graham Potter and go on.
No restraints,
no party. It's not just about time. It's about.
About, there you go.
It's not just about. It's not just about time. It's about getting rid of the players that are not contributing. The Ziyech's, the Zakarias who are just not involved whatsoever, and bring in a couple of players that will help bring balance to the team. Like I said with the DM, so. You get that. You bring in the right back, so you're not playing no right back in that game against Brighton, where kind of Pulisic is it, or Loftus-Cheek is it, or people are just kind of in those zones, but no one is a definitive right back for when Reece James is out. Bring in those 2 players, get rid of 3 or 4, and let Potter get more and more time. And I expect things to definitely improve. There's no way Chelsea are just going to continue to go on a downward spiral for the rest of the season. I've seen good performances this season under Potter, and I've seen some bad ones as well. So, I'm not worried. Because
to be fair, you lot did dust. Yeah, I know it's Salzburg, but I did watch that Salzburg game, and you lot like hammered, like levered them in that first half.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried. I just think we need to get to the January transfer window and see what we're doing then with
more money. More?
money.
If you got it, flaunt it.
You dirty oil club. You dirty oil club ruining football. Just throw money at the problem and hope for the best. Yeah.
I'm just thinking more. All these talented players that we've heard, yet more money needs to be thrown at it. It's nuts.
Hey,
I think it's been harsh on Thiago as well. Didn't he save 2 off the line before you?
One of the ones he saved off the line was his fault.
It was his fault.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
He was really poor first 5 minutes. I can't lie. He was all over.
On Match of the Day, I see he was responsible for like two of the 3 goals they conceded. Like, and I love Thiago Silva, but yeah, that was not a good day out for him at all.
Yeah, no, not good.
Hey, Grizz.
But more money.
Why are you quiet, Grizz?
That's because Liverpool are finished. Doesn't mean you have to stay.
I know, man. You can get involved, We're not stopping you from saying this, Grizz.
And what's with the full kit as well? Is there a reason why you're wearing a full kit?
Full kit. Well, full kit W, innit?
I'm listening. I'm backing Matisse. Everything Matisse is saying is
why we're the only ones repping our clubs. We've both taken L's. We're repping our clubs today. Do you know what I mean?
You'll never walk alone, Matisse.
Yeah, we're here. W's, draws, losses. We're here. Yeah,
make Liverpool great again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if like Turkish decides if it's the Liverpool section now, it's the Liverpool section.
We still got to get through some super chats.
Yeah. I'm here, man.
If you had anything to say on Chelsea, you've been quiet. It's been 25 minutes.
No, man. Chelsea are doing the thing, innit?
Chelsea are not doing their thing. Yeah. Chelsea are not doing their thing.
Wow.
Maybe we'll get down the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's all right down there.
Chelsea got injuries, man. Chelsea got injuries.
That's the alliance.
Now we're talking, Grizz. Talk
to the alliance, people. We've got the Liverpool and the Man City rivalry, and now we're not used to this. Is the alliance now.
No Fofana, no Koulibaly,
no Koulibaly, no Reece James. You know what I mean? Cucurella lost weight.
Yes.
I mean, so did I. What kind of fucking excuse is that?
Huh?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, what kind of fucking excuse is that?
Tell him, Grizz. Tell him.
He's learning from
He lost weight.
Come on.
No, he had tonsillitis.
You said, wait.
Yeah, he lost weight because he wasn't eating.
You said he had tonsillitis and he lost 2.5 kg because of that.
Yeah, because he wasn't eating.
People in the chat need to tell Matisse about something. You're supposed to be the nerd here, and you're telling me he lost 2.5 kg in a few days because he got tonsillitis.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get
But it took me
tonsillitis.
6 months to lose 2.5 kg. But now saying that, Reece James is important to you, lot, innit?
Very.
You know,
Extremely.
when I told you, lot, you know what I mean? But Potter's finding his feet in it. He's finding his feet. I'm not going to go harsh. Brighton were amazing. Chelsea were gash, like proper gash. Like I put in a group in it. This could be 7-8. This could be 7-8. The amount of chances, goal line clearances. I think they hit the post or something. Chelsea are learning, but you can't put in a performance like that. Like I know we're going to come to the mighty Reds, but you can't put in a performance like that. Even that was shocking, even for like a bad performance. But again, I have to stick to what I said. You have to give him time and let it work it all out. He has to work it all out, and he has to work it out very quick. He's got a lot of players. I don't think he knows his best team yet. I don't think he knows his formation yet. I don't think he knows. I don't know.
Team. If they could stay fit, I think he would.
No.
How can you play your best team if Reece James and Koulibaly are?
But he doesn't know it. Even when he had them, brother, you know he hasn't got his best team yet. Maybe in his head. Okay, sorry. What I think what you meant was he hasn't played his best team yet.
No, he hasn't. No.
Yeah.
No,
So we don't know if he knows his best team because he hasn't played it.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm fine, man. Listen, there's games every couple of days we move. We've got Champions League next, then we got Arsenal after that. Games are thick and fast, and then World Cup will be a nice break for everybody. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why SAEED is scratching his chin. Huh?
No, I'm just, you know what I mean? I just don't know. I think there'll be a lot of more problems to come for Chelsea.
I bet you do.
I don't think this is ending. I think there might be a little bit of a Monday cooking again. You know what I mean? Like Chelsea, this is enjoyable. I like this, man. You know what I mean, I like this. It's good. It's
Listen,
good.
I don't celebrate top four, so you know.
Well, there we go.
We're not in a title race, so there's only so much. There's only so many.
Man.
I don't celebrate top four. I don't.
Yeah, no, I'm not disputing that. I'm saying you probably will this season.
No, I won't.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I won't. I don't celebrate.
So.
It's my ritual. I don't do it.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Let's get into the super chats as well, because there's a fair few here as well, and some that we can respond to. We're half an hour, we're coming up to half an hour, and there's 6.6k in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button first and foremost. I know we've passed 1,000, but let's pass 2,000 before the show ends. And as always, people, big up HUGH, SAEED, Grizz, TOBS, and Matisse. All channel links in the description, as well as Skull Thuggeries and the official channel. Like I said, Big 6 Extra is coming soon, so make sure you guys are subscribed there as well with the notification bell on, and it'll come out of nowhere in the next couple of weeks or so. Let me get into the super chats quickly. If you've sent any super chats off topic in terms of other clubs, I'll save them for when we're talking about other clubs as usual. Jason says, happy Monday, Skull Thuggery with the epic intro. That's on another one. JJ says, this is a little thank you to the main man, Skull Thuggery. Big up yourself, G, and for your magic every show. Requesting a VIP intro for Matisse and TOBS after this coming weekend. Arsenal and Liverpool will give bottom left and centre a proper hiding. Listen, JJ, love for the super chat, my guy. Appreciate it as always. I think I made you mod because I remember I was meant to do that last week. Let me know if I haven't. And yeah, well, Matisse and TOBS, do you have anything to say to that? Or?
We'll see. Football's a humbler.
Yeah, football is definitely a humbler. Yeah, football is a humbler.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Big up Ryan as always. He's a big up guy. This weekend for me, top of my birthday on Friday and birthday weekend. Matisse, Arsenal are coming to gun down Chelsea on Sunday. Potter got it wrong on Saturday. First and foremost, happy birthday, my guy. For Friday. Big up you always here supporting the channel.
Bro.
And yeah, another one on Arsenal Chelsea. We're going to get into that on Thursday's show anyway, people. So don't worry about that. We're going to touch. Is it Thursday we're doing it this week? I think it is. If not, it's Friday anyway. We'll see. This result is on Tuchel. He can't get the best out of these world-class attackers. And this is AJ says, Matisse, this is for you defending the tricky Blues.
Appreciate it, bro. I mean, Arsenal are big favourites. That's all I'll say. You know, so
Oh, you're going with that angle, yeah?
Yeah, listen, more than so much
Wow.
pressure. Yeah, big favourites.
He's actually done that, you
Big
know.
dogs, big pressure.
Wow.
Thank you, man. It's an awful lot's changed in 15 months, man. I can't lie.
The mighty Chelsea, you know. What's going on? The mighty
this.
Chelsea.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe
Pride of London. That's what you not call yourself.
We are the pride of London, 100%.
Okay. So then why are you speaking like this?
I'll be sarcastic, man. Don't be silly.
No, no, it's not. No, it's not, man. Get out of here, man. We'll respect you more if you just keep your word, innit? You know what I mean?
When do we consider Brighton a threat to the top 6? Good football played, 4 out of 6 of the top 6 and still up.
Bad boy team. When they get a couple of strikers still.
Yeah.
Bad boy team.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion, but I think Cucurella isn't good enough for Chelsea. Even his performance from Brighton, same with Koulibaly.
Yeah, I disagree.
And Oba says, what pisses me off is we didn't learn from last season and get back depth for Reece. What the fuck was Tuchel and Bowley thinking? Now Potter has to deal with this. And Patrick said, just take
that.
You agree, yeah? Just take the L and stop with the waffle, Matisse. So shameless. I pray for your sake that Chelsea make top 4. I bet you want even more players, huh? LOL. He mentioned the transfer window. He mentioned it. Matisse uses a bunch of words to deflect. He talks a lot, but the point is Chelsea are shit.
These guys just want. You know what? Yeah, these guys. If I say Chelsea are shit and I say that's it, that's my explanation. That's to the point. No waffle. Next time Chelsea lose a game, I'm gonna say Chelsea is shit. No, you're not getting no explanation. You're not getting nothing. You're just gonna hear Chelsea are shit. You're not gonna hear nothing else. That's it. Yeah. I want to see the reaction.
Matisse, what's your opinion of Sterling? As a City fan, I didn't like the way he left, but something wasn't right about him, and Pep made the right decision. KP, I think that was answered pretty early on. You've probably seen it by now anyway, but big up you for the super chat. Do you think Potter will be able to sort out his needs in the transfer window?
Listen, I hope he can get something sorted in January, but this is usually a summer thing. So yeah, I would say that he needs to try and sort out that centre midfield because Zakari is not being played in January.
Maybe Matisse should have used his Manscaped kit on Cucurella instead. And JJ says, even though Chelsea has been very bad for the last 5 years, we've still won trophies, unlike Spurs. So I'm all good. I'll take the banter. No worries. # rebuilding.
Okay.
We must be the only team in history that wins the Champions League in 18 months and 400 million spent. We are no better. Shameless, but we need to spend another 400 mil. Regine. In my opinion, 3-5 at the back is a dead formation. You don't see teams going for titles using it repeatedly. As expressions would say, fossil football and KP against his chin up, Grizz. Oh, well, that's on the next one. We'll save that one for the next one. And guys, Trossard has been superb. Presuming he loves on who signs him. Who signs him?
He leaves. I think he means he's got less than a year left on his deal.
I swear, next summer?
He has a clause, apparently 1 year extension. They've been saying, so he might not leave. But yeah, I don't know, man. He probably could do a job for a lot of big 6 teams, to be fair.
All right, cool. In terms of the super chats on Chelsea, I think that's about it, people. Well, we're still not on 2,000 likes, so let's get to 2,000 likes now. Let's show some love to the rest of the channels. All of the links in the description below. 35 minutes in, 7.7k in the building. Nice, mad. Keeps rising. Love for the love, people, as always. Make sure you're locked in for the World Cup as well, because not only are we doing content here week in, week out, as usual, the show will be running. We'll be repping some of the teams in the World Cup like we did the Euros last year, but we're also shooting quite a bit of content for the official channel because, yeah, it gets quiet over there sometimes, so it needs to be picked up a little bit. So between Big Six Extra and what us 6 have planned in the next coming couple months, make sure you're subscribed and make sure the notification bell is on. All right, cool. We move. Matisse, Chelsea done. Grizz gone. Right.
Wait. So we're actually not gonna get a Grizz intro,
bro. If there was a clip, I'd play the clip.
It's at Virgil's. It's at Virgil's playground, isn't it? So Van Dijk's playground. When you come to the playground, you know what I mean.
Skull Thuggery. I'll just give you some material there.
My man.
Are you fucking blind? You can't see me.
Football is a humbler.
TIA, right, mid?
What's TIA?
This is Anfield. Remember now for future.
Wow.
Virgil's playground, you know.
You played
Yeah,
that
Disneyland, his playground. Is he still having fun there?
You know.
You played that very, very well, Turkish. I'm not gonna lie. You played that.
That was
very
beautiful. That was
Wow.
beautiful.
Listen,
God.
I knew it was coming.
the community.
That's why I was quiet.
You said if we lose this game, I don't know. Did you mention that you're not going to be called the community man anymore? I think the title might be gone from you now because you're not the community man anymore. There's no more free wings. There's no more free pakoras and samosas anymore from the locals and the desis. That's it now. That's it. You come in a full kit wanker mode. You know what I mean? With your little your shirt on there. Grizz, what's going on? Virgil's playground. You told me. You told everyone here.
You gave me all that shit about Anfield, and I get it. At that point, you gave us a beating, fair enough. But the thing is, that was a blip for us. I knew that was a blip. That wasn't going to be a regular occurrence. The timing you chose to give that speech was impeccable. With the way Liverpool are playing on a weekly basis, your timing for that was absolutely impeccable because this has been coming. Virgil's playground has been turned firmly into Disneyland this time. You pick your moments, Grizz. You pick your moments.
Listen, I actually Liverpool are in a mess, man. My guy Klopp has lost it, taking off Trent, bringing on Milner. Fabinho, I'm telling you now, again, he's not 29, he's 45, mate. You know, I mean, somebody needs to check his passport, definitely. But I love this, because this is the Liverpool I remember. I actually, people in the chat, don't be sorry for Liverpool. I actually love this. Liverpool, I'm enjoying this. And everyone just enjoy it even more, man. Like, Liverpool, the mentality monsters, they're falling. This is lovely.
Saeed, you're forgetting a few things, bro. The grass was too green, man. The grass was too green. The floodlights were too light. The wind couldn't play. The wind, man. It was too windy in Anfield. That's why Leeds had the advantage. Come on, man. It's never their fault.
United on you, Grizz.
Listen.
No, listen.
Make Liverpool great again, man. Not.
You know, it's them ones,
What's going on, man? I'm actually worried for you, Grizz, man. I'm actually worried for you. What have you just said then, like?
Come back. Don't go anywhere.
You just spoke gibberish then, you know that. You spoke gibberish.
Brother.
Oh, listen, he's defeated.
It's a mad
people.
time. It's a mad time.
Can you imagine?
First, I want to apologize to Hughie. You're right.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question after the apology? I accept your apology, but can I ask you a question?
Because my timing was right, but I didn't learn an experienced elder statesman, if I may say, of the group of the big six. I didn't you was inexperienced, and your outburst was based on inexperience. My outburst was based on chest and ego and pride.
Okay.
And I learned the hard way that football is a humbler. And what I said last week, and when SAEED reacted, I thought to myself, oh, fuck. What have I just said? I did it in my wildest dream, it would come true. But I did have a lightning moment where I thought, oh, fuck. Because the way SAEED went, what did you just say? And look, football's a massive humbler. I've worn this kit, scarf, cap. I am the Liverpool tie. Call me Liverpool tie today for a reason. It is the end, the death of that Liverpool team that won every single trophy in the last 5 years. It's the end. It's the end of the cycle. I'm here to celebrate and commemorate at the same time. I want you all to join me.
No,
it's a funeral.
I want you to all join me. No, just give me a couple of minutes. I want you to all join me. Put your hands in the air. Which way is the scarf going to show?
No, this ain't happening. You lost to 2 relegation fighting teams.
Let him do it, man. Let him do it.
When you walk,
You have not suffered enough.
through a storm,
No, you
hold
must
your
mute
head.
it. Mute this guy. Mute this guy.
We're not doing this. We're not about to
And
unitize with this.
Mute this
be
guy.
afraid.
Mute this guy. You have not
of
suffered
the
enough. You have not suffered.
At the end of a
Mute him right
storm, there's a golden sky
It's not gonna work.
and the sweet
Saeed.
silver song of a love.
Do you see why I study his tactics? Look at this.
Walk
Matisse.
on
It's not working,
through
bro.
the
You're gonna get
wind. Walk on through the rain for your dreams. Be tossed and blown. Walk on,
I can't believe this.
walk on with a
Yeah, baby.
hope in your heart, and you
I can't
never
believe this. This guy, he's
alone. You never walk
He's actually away from
alone.
Oh God.
Walk on.
That's enough now. That's enough. That's enough.
Wait, all right. Don't quit the day job. Don't quit the day job.
This guy has completely bamboozled everybody today.
He's lost the plot, lads. This has gone to his head. He's
This
completely
is
lost the plot.
this is the equivalent of the three at the back that I was talking about that they should even adopt, because he is defending deep right now. And that song, I get it, man. This is why I study Grizz's tactics. It's incredible. This
There's no
is a
tactics,
man in a
brother.
match
There's
performance.
no tactics. As you guys know in the group, what did I text you lot? 8 in the morning. 8 a.m. in the morning. What did I text you lot in the group?
What did you? What, he's having a dream about me and Steve this morning.
Yeah. I woke up. Yeah.
Bro, he's having a dream about. I said, "Are you all right? Are you all right?"
Yeah, look, shout out Steve and obviously Saeed's here as well. And basically, I woke up this morning like in a sweat, and I WhatsApped the group and I said, "Yo, what's going on, man?" I was like I read a couple of messages and I just had to tell him. I had no shame. I said, "Yeah, man. In my dream, Steve and Saeed FaceTime me like overnight, and Saeed was sleeping in the back, and Steve was in his range in the front and making all faces, like funny faces at me. And
So
so wake
random.
up, Grizz. So random, and I woke up. So shit's deep, shit's serious, life's shit, life's serious, all of that. And Liverpool in the mud, end of a cycle, not an era, but end of a cycle. I got nothing to say in terms of tactical analysis today. I've got no input. If you want to ask me something, I'm ready to answer. But I'm sorry, Turkish. You know, I've got no deep analysis. Feel free to fire questions at me. I know you got your hand up, Hughie. I'm not even going to call you a little boy anymore. never going to call you a little boy.
You can't call me a warrior. You can't call me a warrior. You can't call me a warrior. I just have one question.
No, you got all the questions you want as long as time permits it. Turkish, as long as time permits it. I'm just saying, brother. I'm just saying, as long as time permits it. We have Man United's amazing victory got through. Arsenal top of the table. I'm just saying, if time permits it, I'm here to answer questions. But I've got no analysis on the game because there was no analysis. There was no tactics to talk about.
You have to tell me. I didn't watch the game. So
No problem.
I want to understand how you can lose 2-1 at home in the fortress, the so-called fortress, Anfield, unbeaten, XYZ, the best atmosphere in the Premier League, all of this shit. How do you surrender even a point in the 87th, 88th minute? Talk me through that, because that is absolutely mental. You've lost 2 games back-to-back against relegation battlers, bro. That's mental. To not be able to score against Nottingham Forest, a team who can't, bruv, they've been slapped up silly by everyone this season. And you went there and you lost. And then Leeds, fair enough. Credit to Leeds and Jesse Marsh.
Not fair enough. No, not fair enough.
No. We got to give credit to them.
No. I know. I see KG in the building. I see KG in the building.
They went there, they got the points, and they did what they needed to do. But my goodness, how are you going back-to-back L's against literally the 20th and like the 18th place team in the table?
Wait.
And talk to me about there's so many things I want to know about.
There is so many things. There is so many things.
System, Van Dijk.
There is so many things. There's so many things. There's so many things. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I'll come back to your question, but Huey was first.
I just it's a yes or a no, really. Is it a crisis?
Yes, sir.
I've been waiting. Okay, plow on, Toby.
Bro, he just sang with his shirt.
It's a crisis. Sure. But this is
I thought it was nice. I thought it was nice. He's got to settle down.
I'll tell you, no, there's a method to my madness. So you know when the world cussed Jurgen Klopp and when he sang, or when he went to the crowd after the West Brom game after getting a last-minute equaliser, because that was the start of the rebuilding of Liverpool. This song is dedicated to the rebuilding of Liverpool 2.0. We are now officially that team, that era, cycle. Call it whatever you guys want. That's up to you lot. I'm calling it a cycle, right? Because look, at the end of the day, we won every single trophy in 5 years. Some people are saying we should have won more. Of course we should have won more. But Man City won the Premier League twice ahead of us by a point. Fair enough, no problem. And we should have won one of the Champions Leagues, the 3 finals that we're in. But we still managed to win every single trophy in the last 5 years. That team is no longer able to compete for the big trophies. We might get a domestic trophy, no longer. Now, this song, this support, this shirt, this flag, this hat, Grizz Khan is dedicated all about supporting the Liverpool 2.0.
Okay, but before
Liverpool, we do.
Can we talk about the one thing though? Because I actually I've liked a lot of the players that have come through your super team over the last couple of years.
I love them.
The one thing that's always irked me, the reason why I can never fully get on board with Liverpool are your fan base. Because when everything was top for you, we heard that this was the greatest Premier League side of all time. Van Dijk, the greatest Premier League centre back of all time. Firmino's the system. Remember that one? Firmino's the system. He's world class. There's nobody in world football that can come in and dislodge Firmino. Only for Diogo Jota to come in and in 6 months dislodge Firmino. And I'm not even trying to shut on Firmino, but I'm just trying to reiterate that your fans have been gassing this team up to the moon, and now it's all come crumbling down.
So, in very quick, basic response, I've just said to you that Liverpool team was great. That Liverpool team that won the Champions League.
I didn't say it wasn't
three Champions League. Okay, so let me answer. Man, you asked the question. You want to answer yourself? What am I here for? Am I just a dummy?
No.
Am I just a dummy? You answered. You asked the question. You want to answer yourself.
Boy, you dressed like Kanye, so
yeah, in it. So let me speak in it. Let me reply. So that Liverpool team that you're talking of, certain section of the fan base called the greatest ever. I've never called them the greatest ever. First and foremost, but I think it's 3 seasons of 92 points plus. 3 Champions League finals, 1 Premier League title we won, and only won one of them, and every single trophy. That counts as a great team. I think you'll all admit and agree with that. The fall off, I think what you're asking is how the fuck has that fallen off? I've never called it the greatest team ever. So please ask me about what I've said. I've never called it the greatest team ever.
You said I'm here to support Liverpool 2.0. So
2.0. I'm here to support Liverpool 2.0.
For me, you're the Liverpool.
The other team is not dead to me. I still love them. I'm not going to go overboard and say they're dead to me, but I'm here. I was here for their.
Okay, better question. Who is
think of a better question.
Yeah, better question. Who is part of Liverpool 2.0 and who is not? Because obviously Liverpool 2.0.
Great question.
Some of these players are no longer part of Liverpool 2.0.
Great question. Yeah. That is such a good question that I'm going to answer right now.
I've got another question.
No. I'll tell you why. Because not a lot. Mohamed Salah is still part of that. Diogo Jota is part of that. Luis Diaz is part of that. Darwin Núñez is part of that. Tsimikas Robertson is still part of that. Trent Alexander is part of that. Calvin Ramsey is part of that.
Elliot.
Konate is part of that. Yeah, Konate. So I've named 9.
Not Virgil van Dijk, the best defender.
Is it better for me to tell you who's not part of that?
Yeah,
because that'd be more controversial.
Can you just refer where it's going wrong? Tell us where it's going wrong now, and who do you put the blame on? The players, the manager? Is Klopp to blame at this point? Are you putting pressure on Klopp?
Let's say who's not
for sure. Jurgen Klopp, for sure. Jurgen Klopp is low key very much part of it, low key, because a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Everyone wants to hear owners. Since Arsenal and since United and the protests and everything, everybody's all about ownership and owners. Our owners are tight businessmen. What are they? They are tight businessmen. They've got no love for Liverpool. They've got no love for the club. Just like Turkish used to tell us, just like SAEED tells us. Yeah? Just like Matisse. Okay, Matisse, Roman Abramovich had love for his club, maybe. Yeah, he did. Okay, that's a different story. But like the other American owners, they've got no love for Liverpool. No love. Jurgen Klopp has got love for Liverpool. But Jurgen Klopp hasn't been strong enough, hasn't got the experience. You guys know I said this at the start of the season. He hasn't got experience of rebuilding his own Liverpool team or his own super team that he creates. He created an amazing team at Mainz for their level, created a brilliant team at Dortmund that competed with Brighton, and created a monster of a team that competed with, for me, one of the best teams that Premier League's ever seen. And we've proved it. If it wasn't for us, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a farmers league. So, but he hasn't got experience, and I haven't got no facts or evidence of him being able to rebuild it. So it's not Klopp out, brother. Brother, stop right there, Steve. I know you want Klopp out, and Steve is a very smart and clever man. He knows if Klopp fucks off, it's a walkover. It's a walkover for Man City forever and ever and ever. So it's not Klopp out, but Klopp must do better, and Klopp must wake up.
So who's not part of 2.0? Who's not part of it?
Not part of
Yeah, I know you need to say that name, man.
We must move on very quickly. I'm just going to very quickly rattle through the names very quickly.
Why are we moving
Bobby
on?
Firmino. Bobby Firmino is not.
Order some wings or something.
Are you in a rush? Are you in a rush?
But there's no wings anymore, Turkish, man.
Man said order some
no more
wings,
wings,
I
man.
like it, Turkish. I like it. Man said order some wings, Okay. But yeah, Matip.
Wow, Matip.
Bobby Firmino.
Yeah.
Matip, Bobby Firmino, Virgil van Dijk.
Whoa!
No!
Best defender ever. Your guy. The best defender ever.
You just thought
Let me finish.
It was on playground.
If you want context, I'll give you context. Let me answer the question, man. You stop my flow, innit?
Rio Ferdinand and
No. All right. Let me speak in it. Like James Milner, Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita, Oxlade.
No, the others haven't played him.
And I'm just telling you, innit? The Eritrean Uber driver Fabinho. Who else?
Respect Eritrean, man. You get me?
That's it.
Eritrean people,
That's
man.
it. Now, big up respect,
Yeah,
man. Some of my people shout
So
out
basically,
Eritrean
what you just
people.
said now, you are officially confirming that Van Dijk and Fabinho are toast.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, you just
Why are you making me say that?
But what's your new era then? Save the new era.
This is what I'm saying. This is not a Grizz Khan quote. Why are you doing a Grizz
you
Khan
just
quote?
said it.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
You just said it, bro.
No, I didn't say that.
So
What did
tell
I
me
say?
what that means.
Huey
You said-
asked me, or someone asked me.
I said who's
Matisse
part of
asked me,
2.0, yeah,
who's
yeah.
not part of Liverpool 2.0,
Who's
and I
not
named you the players. I didn't say they're washed and they're dead and they're dead food. They're not part of Liverpool.
Okay, so let me ask you straight up then.
So hold on. Wait,
Is
can I-
Fabinho,
can I ask-
is Fabinho finished?
let's hope
Yes
so.
or no?
Yeah, he's finished.
For me, in my humble opinion, yes.
Yes, in your humble opinion.
Yes.
Van Dijk.
No, he's not finished.
When does
But we will
2.0
never
start?
see. We will never see the big dog levels again. Because we won't. He's 31, injuries, caught up, but he's still great. He's badly out of form, and he's not doing his thing.
So when does 2.0 start? Does it start from
Yeah,
January?
that's what I'm
2.0
saying.
starts.
When
Hold
does
on,
it start?
check this one out.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna tell you like long-winded. But 2.0 starts end of January.
Ain't it already
That
started?
don't make sense then. So you're saying Van Dijk's
Why
not part
not?
of it?
Why doesn't it make sense? Why not?
Because you just said Van Dijk's not part of it.
I'm just telling you, 2.0 starts. No, the start, man. Fuck's sake, man. I've got to explain everything to you lot.
But why is it not started already? Because all of these players are already there.
What do you mean? Why it has started, but now it started. For me, it started today. But I'm saying we're gonna see the effects of it end of January.
Okay, my last question to you, yeah. So you've already conceded that the title was done. But surely
Top 4's done, mate.
no way. How can top 4 be done? We're only in October. This Liverpool team, I don't care what anyone tells me. We can talk about.
They're not making
we can
top
talk
4,
about criticizing Van Dijk, Milner, and stuff. There is way too much quality for this Liverpool team to not get top 4. Even now, I don't even need to check the table. For me, there is absolutely no way Liverpool can concede defeat of top 4 at this stage of the season.
You know why he's saying this, innit, people? You know, everyone knows why he's saying this, innit?
What do you mean?
You know this weekend's fixtures, innit?
No, I'm not just saying it because of that.
But no, he wants 6 points out
Bro,
of 6 the next 2.
I want to beat you.
He wants to beat you. He wants to beat you.
bro. Don't worry about that.
Even if we beat you, what I'm saying to you is we still
respect.
have several months left of Premier League football to play. All these players are still.
That's why I said, Toby. But you're not making sense now. I'm telling you, we're going to come back end of January. We're going to see the
I'm
big
asking you my
Liverpool
question. Are Liverpool going to get top 4 this season? Yes or no? That's what I wanted to ask you. Because if you tell me no, that is
gonna shock
BS.
us.
Yes.
That's BS.
Right?
Yes.
What do you say? Liverpool are making top 4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I wanted to double check.
Nah, not for me, mate.
No, I'm not saying
They're in
me.
trouble.
No.
They're in trouble, man. Finito.
Did you include Salah in that 2.0?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit of a.
So what does that
Kind of
mean?
contract, innit?
Does this mean that you think that with Salah you're going to have another team that challenges again in a whatever 2-3 years, whatever you think it's going to be?
Turkish understands the program.
What?
Turkish understands the program. He's been sat there listening and he understood it. That's why I said, all of you not saying, oh, are you saying you're washed? Your players are dead. No. Salah will be part of the next team that challenges.
I'm not saying
and wins titles and wins trophies. And
Van
he's up
Dijk
there.
won't be. Van Dijk won't be.
Van Dijk, in my humble opinion, only mine.
You're
Don't
humble.
quote me as a
You're the
Liverpool
humbler.
fan base. Liverpool fan base. I'm just saying, my humble opinion, because football
Humbler.
is a humbler.
Humbler, yeah. Humbler.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. But go on.
Nah, going on too much.
No, I mean, you know what it is? I don't know,
too much
man.
at me.
Liverpool finished, they're coming back, this, that, you know what I mean? I'm all roundabouts now at the minute. Liverpool coming back, or they
Because
finished.
you don't understand the program.
Chris,
You didn't understand the
I
program.
want you to hear my honest opinion. I don't actually think Van Dijk is washed. I actually don't think he's washed. But
I never said he's washed. Let me rephrase that.
I know. No, I didn't say you did. I'm saying I'm giving you my opinion on Liverpool. I don't think
Okay,
Van Dijk
okay. But I want to know, does anyone else think Van Dijk is washed?
It seems a lot like you're saying that by saying he's not part
I'm
of
not
2.0.
saying that,
That's just the way it comes
Hughie.
across.
You don't need to say
You can't say he's not part of 2.0, but he's not washed. It's
No.
Which one is it?
He is. No,
I'm still stuck up. I'm still stuck up on how you're saying Salah is part of it, but Van Dijk is 1 year older.
Because Salah has reinvented himself, or has been told, or is being coached into playing a different role. So we see how we saw a lease of life for Sadio Mane, and Sadio Mane is older than Mohamed Salah. Will now have a new lease of life.
We've not
as
seen
a
that lease of
centre
life
forward.
yet.
What's the new Salah?
Yeah,
Where does he
I
play?
want to know, man. Enlighten me.
Salah Bamiyang.
Brother, 7 goals.
maybe
he
it was
scored
a free-
game.
oh,
Wait,
sorry,
this is
sorry.
wrong.
It was
This
a
is
free
ill
goals
timing.
against
This is ill
Rangers.
timing.
Forgot, yeah.
No, he scored in the weekend as well, my brother.
He's scoring.
Look me in the eye, man. Can you all look me in the eye when you talk about Salah? Something happens when you talk about Salah. Suddenly you start looking elsewhere. The brother has 8
we're
goals
here,
and
we're
5
here.
assists in 13 games. 8 goals, 5 assists in 13 games this season. And you're saying the death of Salah.
No, I'm not
Don't
saying
let me
I
do
didn't
this
say
again.
that.
No one's saying that.
I didn't say that.
It's
Yes,
just
you
questions
do.
about
Yes, you
Van
do.
Dijk.
So what are you saying? So what are you
You're
saying
putting him
about
as
Salah?
part of the 2.0, so I'm guessing
That's correct.
he's going to
Because his numbers are
So he-
telling me the guy's still a machine.
Yeah, we know that.
Ronaldo's numbers were really good last season as well. So what I'm asking is, where's he going to play? Is he playing up front now? Is he playing as a striker? Is he play? Where's the new Salah playing?
Flexibility, brother. Flexibility, adaptability.
No, but Grizz, you said that he's reinventing himself. And listen, you're right. Mo Salah is still a world-class player, but I'm yet to see this reinvention of player yet because I've not
Wow,
really-
that's a bit harsh. He's
No,
played there
no,
3 games. He's played there 3 games, and he's got 2 assists and 2 goals, I believe, in 3
Yeah, but
games.
he's not
I
good.
believe. I could be. But what more do you want, TOBS? I'm just giving
No,
you
no,
facts
it's not about what.
upon
No,
a
no,
fact.
brother. I'm not saying he should score a gazillion.
So I don't know what you want to
I'm saying
see.
is, What I'm
Matisse
saying
waited him to see drop and make assists. He dropped and make assists. Then you not say he can't score.
Yeah,
He
Matisse
scored.
would see
What
that
do you not want to
thing.
do?
He did
At
it
some
one time
point,
against
at some point, this is going to get racist. Are you
now
not?
that's his remit.
At some point, it's going to be ulterior motives.
Grizz, chill out.
At some point, I'm going to start asking questions.
Come on, this is me you're talking to.
Why are you hating Mohamed Salah?
I have no agenda.
Don't go down the
You
culture
said a
scam.
point.
Don't go down
You
the
said-
culture scam route.
Forget about Cams.
Yeah.
You made a point that Mo Salah is reinventing himself. And I'm saying to you, I've not seen that reinvention. I'm not talking about his output. I'm talking about him as a player. What is he doing differently that makes you say that he's reinvented himself?
Is
I've
he a 10 now?
He's always been a goal scorer. He can always get assists. How is he reinventing his game? I can't see it, bro.
Is he going to play striker on his own?
No problem. Then watching it next game.
Okay.
Like watch the next games and you'll see it. If you don't listen to me, I've just explained to you that he's playing a different role.
Mind you,
When
he'll
you play-
probably now I said this, he'll probably end up scoring on Sunday. Watch.
No, but what I'm trying to say,
Football's the humbler.
we don't learn. But what I'm saying,
You must learn.
we must learn. But what I'm saying is, you're not understanding what I'm saying. So you can only, I can only hope you watch and see if he shows you something. If he doesn't, then yeah, no problem. Come back to me. At the moment, what he's got to show you, and I agree, is a small sample size. But so far, he's been asked to play a different role. Now, this different role will entail him playing along with Nunes, a target man. And what he will be is dropping deeper, coming, collecting the ball, maybe running at players, drifting out deep, assisting. A total different role, having the freedom of going to the left sometimes, which we've never seen in a Liverpool shirt. So this is what we are hoping and aspiring to see. You're right. At the moment, we haven't seen it because it's been 3 or 4 games. But his output has still been there because he's an output machine.
The output is getting the output has definitely improved in recent weeks. I'm just saying, I've not really seen this Salah 2.0 yet.
I agree.
I'll repeat it again. We haven't as well. It's just 4 games.
We're gonna watch.
Yeah.
I agree. Is this
We're gonna
super
watch.
chat true?
Hey,
Is this super chat true?
are you right?
Yeah, so you're one guy on 90 minutes, you're another guy here. I don't know what's going on.
Yo,
Wait.
I'm gonna have to start asking Daniel.
No, okay,
Daniel
so
Charles
here we go.
What you're saying on
Okay.
that
So this is what I said.
Like
So this is what I
you're
said
saying
on an earlier video in an earlier platform. You want to hear it?
Earlier.
How early was this? How early was it?
Yeah, it was early in the morning, 10 a.m. It was after the Steve nightmare.
It was still today, though.
Yeah. So it was a
And you
bit
gotta
off.
remember, my brain was still frazzled because I still had
Yeah,
Steve
yeah.
and SAEED in my head. Yeah.
Steve's a
I
bad
said,
dude,
I said we're gonna finish. I said we're gonna finish above Man United. We're gonna finish above Chelsea, and I haven't given up on finishing above Arsenal. So that's why people are implying I meant second. I said I think I said third.
I think you said on here you finished behind Arsenal now. No, that's your second club that you're disrespecting.
Yeah.
Then no.
No, I'm not disrespecting, brother. I'm not disrespecting. There's no disrespect here. I'm
feels like
respecting.
it.
No, I'm respecting, bro. I'm respecting. I'm saying second or third. That's
Hear
what I
that,
said. Let me
Gooners?
clarify. But thank you for
second
the
or
super chat.
third. Okay.
All right,
Thank you-
Gooners. Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Stalker.
We got him. How many points behind are Liverpool of Arsenal right now? Let's
I don't care about points and all
Bro,
that
it's
business.
hella
man.
points.
When we've chased down the best team the Premier League's ever seen, 14 points down to the last day. Come on, man.
But you know what it is though?
Don't
I
talk
don't
to me
think
about
it's no
United and
50s to
Chelsea
do
and
that.
Arsenal.
You're
Please,
15
don't talk
points.
about these teams.
You're
Look at
15
that.
points
Disrespecting
behind
our teams
Arsenal.
now.
Wow, 15
You lot
points.
have forgot. You lot
50.
are,
How many points are you lot behind?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not counting.
Oh.
It's mad round there, man. You know. It's
Anyway,
crazy,
man,
Yeah,
1 hour,
innit?
30
But
minutes
yeah.
each team. I think that's good. We're good to go.
Yeah, that's it now. It's too much for Griezmann.
Wow.
But you know what it is though? I don't think Liverpool. Just one last. I don't think Liverpool can
One
find
last
that
point.
consistency this season.
One last point.
That's all. Yeah.
Is that one last point?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You got a few super chats.
Yo, Grizzly, you're my brother, man. I would never do
I
that
know.
to you.
That's why, you know what I mean.
Grizz, you ready to go? Yeah, a few super chats for you. Where are we? Ben says, ironic, the community man supports the team that brings joy to the community. Big up to all of you, man, though. At the beginning, SAEED said United would make top 4 and everyone laughed. Has the consensus changed on that? Grizz, is Liverpool in a crisis? He answered that. We are going to talk about Man United, so we'll bring that up when we do. Chin up, Grizz. On a real, are you not worried that Liverpool issues are much more than the injury concerns? What if Klopp can't motivate this team? What next?
100%. Only time will tell. 100%. It's a very great point, and we have been discussing it on GrizzCon TV. Make sure you like and subscribe, and go and check out all of that good stuff. Business, you understand?
Jerome, even though Grizz looks like he wants to cry, I don't feel sorry for him. Liverpool belong in the drain.
Yeah. No, we don't want you. We don't want your. You know what I mean? Shut up and go away. We don't want that.
Whilst we're going through this, my last question, genuine question. Where does the Liverpool fan base currently stand with Jurgen Klopp now? Because, like, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm a loyalist to Klopp, but at the same time, it seems as if he's not able to sort of utilize your squad to the fullest at the moment. Where do you guys see Jurgen Klopp long term? Is he still the man for the job next season? The season after that? The season after that?
Oh, man.
You let me know. How is it?
No. We've asked that question to all our managers at some stage. All right, we've asked all our clubs at some stage. For Arteta, we've been asking it for years. For Pep, we always ask when he doesn't win a Champions League, and we know the other clubs always we ask the question. Yeah, for you, man. So Liverpool is the first time the question is being asked about Klopp, and I understand where it's coming from. But for me, he absolutely has the end of this season, absolutely, and for me, he absolutely has until Christmas and the summer, and to see what kind of changes he makes and the ruthlessness he shows off the pitch and on the pitch. And then we talk 31st of October 2023.
I agree.
Do you think he can walk, Grizz?
Say again?
Do you think he could walk? Maybe he might feel I can't take the team any further.
No, unless it's for health reasons and family reasons, no.
I agree. I don't think there should be any pressure on his job. I can't lie to you.
No.
Yeah,
Not for me.
it's coming from dumb fool man. You understand? Damn fool man. It's coming from just coming from dumb fool man channels and few here and there, just trying to make noise and getting clicks, and it hits in it. It hits. We know from certain other clubs that negativity sells, toxicity sells. You embrace it. You jump on it and you make a scene. Nah, match going fans. And the majority of sane fans around the world know Jurgen Klopp is a don and he's a G. There's far more deeper issues than Jurgen Klopp right now. But that doesn't mean he can't be scrutinized like I've scrutinized him today. You all heard me say he fucked up. Selection-wise, formation-wise, he fucked up. And he gonna learn. He gonna learn.
Yes.
Because if he don't, 31st of October, 2023, inshallah, God willing, we all here, health, safe, wealth. And if we ask this question and we're still fucked, then I'm gonna make noise.
Big up the panel. Best show on YouTube. Who do you think Arsenal could sign to push for the title? And Grizz, what happened to Van Disney's record at home? We'll get on to Arsenal, Kieran, as well. Love for the super chat, for the laughs, lad, says Martin. Love for that, my guy. Van Disney, after one loss at Anfield in the Premier League in 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years people had that. Yeah, 4 years people had that in the drafts, man.
Forever. We go again, inshallah.
4 years.
One says, Turkish, send me back every super chat I've ever sent you. Need to get some new hearing. Who told family man that was okay? And Sam says he's finally lost it. Someone send this to Klopp. Obviously, they're referencing your song earlier, Grizz.
That will be iconic, by the way. That will be iconic, that moment there. Sorry.
That's cool.
Daps in the building says the death of the best bridesmaids in Premier League history. Leeds got up for the biggest game of their season. Liverpool did theirs against us. Rest in peace.
Big up that still.
Nick says, best deflection ever. Liverpool tie, Lord have mercy. Grizz, I see that now Arsenal are doing well. You're wishing upon our downfall. Hold still top of the league and you won't finish above us. Spurs are shit. He adds at the end. LJ Brown says, did you see TOBS' face when SAEED said Grizz dreamed about Steve and SAEED? I'm dead. I didn't even see it, but I'll watch it back. Breaking news, Jurgen Klopp has been stopped by police for speeding around Anfield. When questioned why he is speeding, he replied, I'll do anything for 3 points at the moment. Love for that. George Grizz just gave THUGGEry a gold mine with that performance. Big up everyone as usual. That's exactly who I was thinking about as he was doing it. So to be continued. Grizz, quick, fake a head injury unless that was what you were trying to do with the solo.
I'm telling you, Kanye West. Make Liverpool great again.
My guy Grizz singing like Carl Lewis. Ever since he ran his mouth on Copenhagen, it went downhill. Glad these Reds remember where they came from. Pedro says, remember when Klopp said Liverpool's aim this season is to finish in the top 4 before a ball was kicked? You reckon he knew something we didn't? Is that what he said, Chris?
Nah.
I don't think Liverpool get top 4 this season. While they are sorting out, other teams are pushing. The league won't wait. Teams like Newcastle and Brighton pushing the top 6 too. Chelsea should also be concerned. And Joshua says, big up Turkish on the panel. This Liverpool team will go down as the greatest runners-up of the Premier League era. Sad, but now it's time for them to relax. Paul, with a very generous super chat here. He says, Grizz, Liverpool have won the same amount and same trophies as United over the last 10 years, apart from 1 Champions League compared to 1 Europa League. And Man United have been rubbish. Klopp was compared to Sir Alex. Calm down, bruv.
Okay, now because it's a generous super chat, big up Paul B every time. You're one of us.
Just tell him what you want to tell him, man. It doesn't he wants the real Grizz, man.
Klopp's been here 7 years. He's won every trophy. I don't know what else he's supposed to do in those 7 years that he's not already done. So he can only win. The competition's been here. If he continues and wins another Champions League and a Premier League, then I'm very happy with his time here. I'm calm. You told me to calm down so politely, so I'm calm. Secondly, and thirdly, we've won more trophies than you, brother. So I'm assuming you're a Man United fan. Don't count the trophies in your cabinet. You'll find Liverpool have more. But thank you for the super chat. Like from the bottom of my heart, like not one of them ones.
That means that as a Chelsea fan, I'll still be shameless and enjoy the Liverpool cooking. Misery loves company. Big Steve in the building. It's Abdul's chicken time again. 9-piece fries for Grizz with a side of Van Disney and beans. Steve, hope you're good, my guy. Link up at the Football Content Awards, actually. I need to message you and I need to sort it out with you guys as well. Hopefully we get the W there. Matisse, do you think Potter will... Listen, we've moved on from Chelsea, so I'll try and get that in at the end, depending on the time. Jason, I agree with Toby. Regardless of Liverpool's position, Man City and Liverpool are the teams that have put long unbeaten runs together in recent years. Just want to shout out FTBL. The latest video is hilarious. Stoppage call is a must watch. Yeah, actually, I seen a clip of that still. I need to go yesterday.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Now, big up them, man, as well, man. Stoppage Time TV. They've been supporting the show from the beginning. I was watching them before the show even became the big 6 with us 6. So big up them not doing their thing over on FTBL, man.
Yeah.
Big up.
Where are we? Van Dijk still relies on his aura, but no one respects his aura anymore. That's the difference. All these attackers are coming for his neck now. Grizz, how can you explain your players showing up against City but bottling it against the smaller teams like Leeds, Forest, and Man United?
Can't explain it, brother. Can't explain it.
Everyone did really well, but I'd like to shout out Ben White. Switch positions, no problem. Perfect performance. Arsenal. Well, that was on Arsenal.
He plays centre back, or is he talking about him switching to right back this season?
Switching to right back this season. Phil Note says Grizz has gone from as smug as a tortoise that's learnt to love the smell of their own farts to absolutely rattled and reeling. What a super chat. Cool.
We're really rattled.
That's the ones on Liverpool. We are an hour, 15 minutes in. There's 8.8K in the building. Listen, we passed 2,000 likes as well. So let's get to 3,000 if we can. And let's get HUGH channel up to 5K. I said from the get-go that I want his channel up to 5K by the time the year ends. He's past 4K, so I'm sure we can help him get there by the time it reaches the new year. So big up HUGH. His channel's in the description, as well as SAEED, Grizz, TOBS, Matisse, THUGGERY, the official channel. You all know what to do already. Subscribe, put the notification bell on, and support the man them as usual. Whether it's here, whether it's there, make sure you're supporting. And we move in terms of the next most entertaining fixture. I guess from a neutral standpoint, it'd probably be Spurs' comeback against Bournemouth. You saw a bit of it at the end of Matisse's intro as well. A last minute winner, TOBS.
Yeah, I had to watch that whole game again on the way back home yesterday. But bruh, I'm happy, thankful for the win. I'm glad, because when you see the way Grizz just got cooked by me as well, and when you see the way Matisse got cooked, I'm so happy my head was not on the chopping block today. And yeah, we showed good character in the second half, but again, it begs the question, like, why are you going life and death with Bournemouth, man? Like, no disrespect to Bournemouth, but we just have to call a spade a spade. there is absolutely no way a team that aspires to finish in the top 4 should be going life and death with Bournemouth. They're just not good enough to be able to be working you the way Bournemouth were working Spurs in the first half, and it's just poor. And I don't even mean working Spurs in the first half as in like peppering us, but like we were just so poor, man. So poor. I mean, it's mad. We won, but that win, as happy as I felt in the moment, it's just like, rah, Kiefer Moore. This guy he's poor, man. He's a poor striker. He scored twice against Spurs. Do you get what I'm saying? And like it took a lot of hard work to score 3 goals in the second half against Bournemouth. And it just begs the question, why didn't you just play like that for the whole game? It's just weird. And I remember because obviously I was getting updates from my mates, and I saw the lineup, and I just said to when I saw the lineup, I just shook my head in disbelief. I could not believe what Conte was playing at. I genuinely couldn't believe what he's playing at in a game where you're going to have a majority of the ball, and your system is around the back 5 that are going to get a lot of the ball and need to play it through to the midfielders or the attackers. I see a back 5 of Shittington, Ben Davies, Longley, crazy Davinson Sanchez, and Chicken Royale. How on earth are you meant to build anything with that back 5? How? And again, I get it. His hands are tired. Yes, we've got injuries. Yes, the club didn't invest heavily in the defensive areas in the summer. I can totally understand that. But when you're playing a team like Brighton, where you're going to have the majority of the ball, you need to pick players that don't treat the ball like a hot potato. Why is Davinson Sanchez playing this game? Why is Emerson playing this game? Where did the 2 goals, which side did the 2 goals come from? The first goal, Davinson Sanchez, I don't even know what he's doing. This guy, he's not real.
No, honestly, he's not normal, man.
I swear to God, this guy is not real. And it just begs the question, why are you playing him? Why are you playing him?
Would you prefer Tanganga to start in that?
Tanganga's not good enough as well. But Tanganga's young. Tanganga's not good enough as well. But Tanganga has not played as many matches as Davinson Sanchez. And for all intents and purposes, Tanganga is better on the ball than Sanchez. He's not great at it, but he's better than Sanchez. He's better than Sanchez. Conte's screaming faster, 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 move the ball faster. I mean, you're playing 2 donuts on the right-hand side, and you're telling them to move the ball faster. They can't even move the ball, period. Mental.
No one cooks your team better than you do. I swear to God. You know what? Yeah,
I was gonna say.
You know what it is? Yeah, you guys clearly need 2 centre backs. You obviously going for Bastoni, and then on top of that, you wanted another one to come in as well. Are you not worried about this Marseille game with those centre backs? Because I don't know if obviously you're saying Romero's injured. I'm guessing he's missing for Marseille. Must. It's a big game. You don't have to win, but you have to pick up something. You have to leave there with something. Mm-hmm. And if these guys cave in.
They won't play. They won't play. And if Conte has any centre back, he won't play them. I don't think they'll play. I think he's gonna start. I think he's gonna put Eric Dyer for 30 minutes, and Dyer's not even been good recently. Dyer's been poor, but even Dyer for 30 minutes at right centre back did better than Sanchez, and even did better than Chicken Royale at right wing back. So I think he'll play Davies, Longley, Dyer as the starting 3, and he'll play Perisic and Matt Doherty. He won't play Spence, but I don't think you'll see Emerson.
I've given up on seeing Spence.
I think if you do, then somebody needs to wallop Conte in his face. Big man think. If you see
pull his wig,
if you see those 2 bozos starting tomorrow, somebody needs to give Conte a big fat slap on the back of his head, because it's like you're just setting us up to fail here. Genuinely.
If you go out, because I know you've always said you want to win this group. If you don't win this group, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
If the worst case scenario happens and you come out of this group and drop into either Europa League or, God forbid, you exit the Champions League altogether, how does that kind of look on your season as a whole? Does that mean that in the second half of the season you expect more as a Tottenham fan in the Premier League because you're out of the big one, the big European competition this early?
It's a joke, to be honest. If we come out, it's just disappointment. Like the league expectation is the league expectation. That doesn't change because we're in the Champions League or Europa League. Because we would have to. My expectation was we'd go into the Champions League knockouts anyway, which is which is physically taxing on the squad anyway. So it will be a downright disgrace if we get demoted to the Europa League. And I don't think we will get demoted into the Europa League. I think we know now what we need to do tomorrow. Yes, I'm nervous because of the performances in the Champions League haven't been good enough, but I think this team, considering we only need a point, I think we can go to Marseille's ground tomorrow and get 3 points. We should. I don't know why people are trying to gas up Marseille as the second coming of PSG. Marseille are not a good side. They're not a good side. I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't care how bad Spurs are. Marseille are categorically not a good side. And I think they've only won something like one home match in the last 2 months or anything. They're not this invincible side.
I mean, nobody in the group is a good side, if we're being honest.
SAEED smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Smiling.
No, I'm not smiling, man. What do you mean?
Let him smile. But anyway, the good thing, yeah.
I was gonna go to the point now where it's a 3 points. That was a massive 3 points that you got. Like considering
it was.
Chelsea, like I think you know what, you just got to give Tottenham the great comeback and the great spirit.
Yeah,
to come back
and that's so I've spoken about
spirit. Yeah.
I'm gonna speak on the positive. So like I think pride finally kicked in the second half, and we actually. I think the second half we wanted to show people that like we're not as poor as you lot are making us out to be, and credit to us, like we put it on them, and rightly so, they folded because they're not good enough. And Benton Core as well, I just want to shout that guy out because listen, he started off the season in sort of like up and down form, and too many times people look at us, and I get our midfield needs an upgrading, but too many times he gets bucketed in this average or below average sort of criteria, and I don't actually understand what people are watching. Like in what was a rough October for us, he was easily one of our best players, and he's been putting in really good performances the past couple of weeks now, and no one's talking about it. And I'm not even just talking about the goals, I'm talking about performances, what we need from our midfielders to do, driving with the ball, taking players on, trying to get the ball forward, and defensively when you don't have the ball, winning the ball back. Like
he did very well to keep that shot down as well. He could easily put that over the bar.
He's been fantastic the last couple of weeks, and he's just a good player doing his bit for the team. So
who would you partner him up with? Because we keep talking about this midfield, about how it's a bit flat and it doesn't have creativity and all these things. I know you wanted Basuma to start earlier in the season. I know you rate Højbjerg. So it sounds like you rate all of these players. So then surely there should be no issue in that midfield. Surely it must be a Conte thing.
An issue. We're not.
It must be Conte then, isn't it? Because you rate all these players. You sound like you're quite happy to see any of them play together in a pairing, and it's just about rotating them. So it must be down to Conte to get them to play faster and more forward thinking.
Yeah, I do think you're right. I think it needs a bit more different sort of tactical instruction from Conte in terms of what he wants the midfielders to do. But I also think that these midfielders, as good as they are, they're too similar. None of these guys are playmakers. I said this in the summer. I've been saying saying this for the longest. The profile midfielders they have, they're too similar. We don't have anyone whose sole responsibility is to break a team down with the ball at their feet, and that's part of the issue as well. Along with the incessant use of wing backs, you can't.
I'll say, you know what, Matisse? I'll say, I beg your pardon, Tobs. I'll say it again. I know you're probably not feeling it right now and everything, but this is the guy, the way he operates. Just let him do it. Like, trust me in it from experience. So, for example, bringing it back to Liverpool on a serious one for a couple of seconds, yeah? When we had that functional midfield, us fans used to say the same thing. Too much similar, man. Too much similar. But we kept churning out result after result. You guys, realistically, if you look at it in the cold light of day, you're third, and I think you're comfortably going to finish in the top four. That's my opinion. And you're going to go through tomorrow as well. Yeah. So I get it. It's not looking pretty, and you're seeing, issues in the team. But this guy knows what he's doing. You just have to just ride the storm type of thing. Do you know what I mean? He's going to get there. I think he's going to get there.
Grizz. Listen, trust me. You don't have to talk about Conte to me. I am, as I said repeatedly, I'm a fierce Conte defender. I just want him to be sensible with some of the decisions he makes. Like, I don't want him gone. I know he's doing a good job on the whole, but the performances this season have been too sporadic. Something sensible to you makes sense to him. He will have a longer-term plan, method to his madness. That's not sensible.
Every player has his chicken royale.
That's not sensible.
Every coach, has his chicken royale.
No, Grizz.
Trust me, every coach has it.
Grizz. There are certain things.
Who's ours? Just out of pure curiosity. Who's ours? Yeah.
Who's yours? I mean, but you spent 60 million on each one, innit? How the fuck are you gonna have a chicken round for 60 million? You know what I mean? Every single one of yours is 60 million, innit?
He's trying to save money. He's trying to save money.
Yeah, it's every. No, but it's true, innit? You've got 20, 60 million players. Who's gonna be a chicken round for you guys? But majority normal teams.
What's that one?
You got hella.
Harry Maguire's your chicken round.
Or is he back to being Harry Beckenbauer after the clean sheet?
Yeah. Every coach has their player. You think, why is he playing every week? Why is he? Every coach has it. Every coach has. You think, player. I agree with you. Emerson Royale is shocking.
It's not just Chicken Royale. It's not just Chicken Royale. Why are you playing Chicken Royale and Davison Sanchez together? They are chaos. It's like putting two grenade bombs together. It's genuinely like putting two grenade bombs together. They're gonna blow. They're going to explode, and it's gonna shoot us in the foot. So I'm not even asking them to like all of the other fanfare stuff about playing foot. I don't care about any of that stuff. For me, as long as the football is effective, as long as it's repeatable and sustainable, that's all I care about. And in recent weeks, it's not really been that repeatable or sustainable. That's all I'm saying. Get back to basics. Get back to what has worked for us in the past, and get this team playing better and actually putting more pressure on the opposition. That's all I want from Conte. That's it.
Yeah.
You're very negative for a guy who's just won a game. Do you know that?
I'm not negative.
If I was you, Toby, if I was you, can I just say, if I was you, I'd be looking at it from a standpoint of, in big games this season where you've been put under pressure, you've generally crumbled and you showed no fight to get back into it. You're 2-0 down. Granted, the opposition wasn't great, but they obviously showed great fight to get back into it. That should be a building block moving forward. And it proves the team actually does have a bit of character, which was what my issue was with Tottenham so far this season. They didn't look like an Antonio Conte side who are usually full of character, full of vengeance, and never back down. They showed that against Bournemouth. I know, like I said, the opposition wasn't great, but they still had to do that. They had to get the 3 points. That's a big positive.
It's not sustainable to go
the difference between me and you there, Huey, is I already knew this team had character. I didn't need us to go 2-0 down to Bournemouth for us to do that. That's not the first time this season we've been able to recover a point or 3 points from losing positions. We did it against Southampton. We did it against Chelsea. We've done it against, I can't remember what other team we've done it this season as well. So that's something we've done many a time under Conte. What I don't want to see is Spurs going life and death with the 20th place team in the Premier League. That's what I don't want to see. Whether it's
a personnel as well.
There's no way on earth you can tell me that I'm being negative for suggesting that my team, who are aspiring to be in the top 3, top 4 this season, are in the Champions League side, should be going life and death with Bournemouth. With Bournemouth, Kiefer Moore.
Shouldn't happen.
Kiefer bloody Moore. Deep that. Kiefer Moore. I rest my case. That's all. Great win in the end. I was happy we won, but never let me see that again. Never, ever let me see you go.
I'm with Huey. I think you're being a bit too harsh. Look, it was Champions
League. Let's not go back,
Where did you get these standards from, Tobs? Because you have high standards for a Tottenham fan. It's mad.
This man does not talk often, but that was very rude.
Turkish came in like silent, silent.
No, I don't know if I'm ripping him. It could be a good thing.
Gunshot man.
You for real?
Are you for real?
You don't talk when you need to talk. You're constantly sitting on the fence. But when I say to myself that I want my team to not go life and death with Bournemouth, you call that having standards? What?
No, you don't understand. Yeah, let me put context behind it.
No. I understand where you're coming from, brother. I understand where you're coming. It's noted. Don't worry.
That was so unnecessary.
I'm thinking maybe
3 points.
Maybe it's because Arsenal are ahead right now and we're top of the league. That's dampened. That super chat that just came is actually a good question. Has it dampened? Because if you think about it, you're third in the league. Realistically,
I think it's the personnel. He's kind of more.
I think listen to what I'm saying. I'm not upset with Conte's general performance as a manager this season, but I'm upset with the mistakes that he's made because we can be better. Do you get what I'm saying?
But if Arsenal,
I love the fact that we're third, and it's testament to the work that he's doing so far. But look at the performance we saw in the first half against Bournemouth. Look at some of the performances we saw in October. Come on, we can do better than that.
But this is a proper question though, because you guys finished ahead of Arsenal last season. So if Arsenal do win it, just say if they do,
they're not going to win it.
But if they do,
they're not going to win it.
Or even if they finish ahead of you, does that dampen it for you? Like, does it matter who you finish behind? If you finish behind Arsenal, does that mean something to you?
If we get Champions League, I mean, yeah, let them finish. If we finished fourth and they finished third, okay, brag. We both got the same thing. But yeah, I will also say this. It does feel sweet, them not piping up, chatting shit, and then finishing behind us every year. So all I have to say is this: they were flying ahead of us last season. And where did they finish?
Yeah. Are you 7 years old or something? What do you mean every year, bro?
Every year for the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's not every year. You're 30.
Every year for the past couple of years.
30 in the majority of your life, my guy. We'll be finishing above you.
Oh well, I'm a full-grown adult now.
Don't forget,
in my full-grown adult years, you've been dusted. So now what?
What? You've only been a full-grown adult for 7 years. What is it? 6
7
years?
years.
I'm asking you. Is that how long you've been an adult?
What are you asking me?
Is that how long you've been an adult? 6, 7 years. Is that what you're saying?
All I'm saying is, an adult, yeah, you start being an adult from what, like 20?
Look at you going to try and explain adult.
2021, right?
18 legally. 18 legally.
Nah, come on. How old are you now?
I don't know where this chat is going.
So relax. So
yeah, this guy loved it.
All I'm saying, yeah, is you're saying, oh, it's only 7 years. Well, that's a long time. 7 years is a long time.
No, you said every year, and I'm thinking, is this guy 7 years old for him to be saying every year?
The chat moving wild.
You've seen a good 24 years of Arsenal finishing above you.
Okay, well, that's 24 years ago. What about now?
24 years ago. Cool. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting involved in the conversation.
No. Please get involved. Keep asking your questions. Keep asking. I want you to speak up about your club. I want you to speak with chest about your club. It's about time.
What do you like? What? All right, we're gonna move on.
What do you want from me? Every single week you ask me, what do I want from you? I just told you what I want from you. You speak in your club with the same vim you speak about my club.
The same vim. It's different sort of vim, though, isn't it?
Okay, cool.
This is what I'm saying, though, Tom. What I'm saying is, yeah, you expected to finish third this season. That was your prediction. I think. Yeah. You're currently third in the league.
Yeah,
and you've been more consistent than, let's say, the Chelsea, United, and even Liverpool as well. Obviously, it's Tottenham. Like, I'm not even disrespecting the thing right now. I'm not even trying to make you rattled. It's Tottenham. Like what? Like, when
you saying it's Tottenham. You saying it's Tottenham, bro. Like I didn't come here to disrespect our league performance. What I came here to talk about was the performance against Bournemouth, and bear in mind that was off the back of 2 previous defeats in succession. Yeah, prior to the Man United game, Spurs had only lost once in the league, which is fantastic, great. And then all of a sudden, 2 losses back to back, and we were on the verge of losing a third. Why am I not allowed to point out the things that went wrong despite us winning?
Because you're acting like you've seen your club. You're acting like you've seen your club. It's not about
it's about right or wrong. And what I saw in the first half against Bournemouth was completely wrong.
What are you saying then? A Southampton fan or a Wolves fan should be vexed when they lose 2 in a row and then.
Listen, if you can't get what I'm saying, then I'm just gonna stop talking because clearly it's going over your head. Let's speak about your lovely, pretty club.
I think he's just saying that you should expect ups and downs as a Tottenham fan. That's just comes part and parcel.
But I just find that a bit cheeky. That's just, yeah. I still can't believe Turkish. You actually said that, you know. Like, yo, listen, that hurt me. Let him talk.
Let him talk. It's fine.
That, you know.
It's fine. That hurt me.
You know what it is? I get where he's coming from. I get where he's coming from because, like, when have you ever seen Tottenham like consist? Apart from the Poch maybe time, when have you ever seen Tottenham like?
Yeah, but they got Conte, man. You never know, man.
Out,
why'd you say apart from the Poch time?
Because that was the time where you finished like second, didn't it?
So.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen you in the top 2. So like, when did you ever get that consistent week in, week out great performance? And like,
I didn't ask for consistent week in, week out great performances. Where have I asked for that? I just asked for better performances. I've literally just asked for better performances. Yeah. I'm not asking for Barcelona football. Just play better.
Yeah, that's it. Now we move on. Now I think we've had enough.
Get a cup, really, isn't it? That's really all that matters.
We've talked enough on Tottenham now. I think.
Just get a cup, man.
Let's get a super chat in.
Listen, man, Conte will deliver, man. I've got faith.
I believe so.
Hold on.
Of course he'll deliver.
Yeah,
these 2 are very smart. I know what
I said. Of course he'll deliver.
What do you mean? I'm a big Conte fan.
Of course he'll deliver what?
Bet you are.
Of course he'll deliver.
No, listen. Let's not go into deliver what. Let's see who'll deliver. Let's just move on. Yeah.
Why are you asking me questions? That's not going to deliver, Chrisio.
These
when
two,
you went to Arsenal,
these
you
two,
said-
these two little, these,
you
you
went to
see these
Arsenal,
two little
you
Conte,
No.
these two little
What
Conte
is
lovers
Arteta?
in the right side of
What's
the
Arteta
screen.
going to
Watch
deliver? In
them this
November now,
season.
you're top of the
Watch
league.
them.
So
Keep an eye
I
on them
want you
two.
to speak with chest
Yeah.
now. What is Arteta going to deliver this
Keep an
season?
eye on them
When
two.
we move on to Arsenal, we can
No,
talk about.
no. I'm asking you right now. What's Arteta going to deliver this
We're
season?
getting on the back foot. Hold on.
Brother.
You're getting on the back foot.
I'm
Hold
tired
on. Stop.
of you sitting on that
Calm down,
warm
Tobes.
fence.
Calm down.
Always sitting on the fence.
Calm down.
Always sitting on
Calm
the fence.
down.
This is you. Every single week, sat on the fence all the time. Sat on the fence, and you put your
That new
balls on
sun
the line.
celebration.
Alright, you calm now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done.
When SAEED was just talking, you went round with chest and said, of course he's going to deliver. Of course he's going to deliver. Then when I asked you what he's going to deliver, like a
You
mouse.
shit yourself.
Like a mouse.
Now,
you
I
said,
said we're talking about top
hold
3, top
on,
4.
I'll let you talk. Like a mouse, you said top 4.
Oh,
So
really?
you
Like a mouse?
You had chest,
Okay,
you had
cool.
chest and it's, of course he's going to deliver. What's he going to deliver? Top 4.
I'm not gonna lie. If you appointed Conte,
Why are you laughing at
It's
you,
that
man?
delivery.
So good to laugh,
That's
man.
not delivering.
Why is it not delivering?
Why can I laugh?
This
This
is
Arsenal
why-
top of the league
What
is
was his
really
mandate
getting
this
Toby,
season?
man. It's really
This
getting
is why-
Toby.
mandate
Hold
this
on,
season.
Arsenal being on top is really, really bothering them.
This is why Turkish just disrespected your club a minute ago. Because if you're saying that top 4 is an achievement, where are your trophies? When are you
What are
going to
you
start?
talking about?
You have
Stop.
to win a trophy. That's what Conte
Brother,
needs to do.
Stay out of this, nerd.
No, brother. I will stay.
Yeah.
I was not talking to you. I didn't say that it's this thing that needs to be loaded. I said, what are his targets?
Mad collaboration today. Mad collaboration.
So what should be his target?
Get a trophy. Get a trophy. End of discussion.
Yeah, we're gonna get a trophy.
Cool.
Just how are you collaborating with Arsenal now?
Trophy is above a top 4. You know that, right? Or are you not aware of that? Because you don't understand trophies. Trophy top 4 here.
Are you winning a trophy this season?
Bro, we win trophies all the time, bro.
Are you winning a trophy this season?
Bro, I hope so. That's the target. Yes, go and get a trophy every season.
And that's
the
Conte's
standard.
target. Go get a trophy this season as well.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is the question? Hold on. 1 second, please. Is the question here? Do you want top 4 or trophy this season? Has anyone asked?
He said at the start of the season he wanted both.
Why are you picking? Go get both.
No, I'm asking.
But he said it. He did say it. Though Toby did say it. His target at the start of the season was
You're
fourth.
dropping silly standards now.
No,
Why
but he
is that
said it at the
silly
start of the
standards?
season, man.
Why is
You
that
guys are
silly
not listening to him,
Don't
though, man.
understand. Facts.
Chris,
And then
he
they'll
said at the
say,
start of the season,
I'm not.
trophy and
Yeah,
fourth.
Then they'll say, oh yeah, you're not
Trophy
ballsy.
and fourth.
Yeah,
No, he said at the start of the season, no.
No, but I'm asking which one do you prefer? I'm not
No,
saying
but he
one.
said it. What's the point doing that, man?
both.
He said it at the start of the
Oh,
season.
you want both? The Turkish is
Yeah,
right.
man.
The Turkish is right.
What's he right about?
Whatever he said.
He doesn't say anything. He just makes jibes at
my
Spurs. He doesn't
God.
talk about his club.
No, Turkish said, if I remember correctly, if I'm wrong, then blame Uber Eats. Turkish said, where's the standards come from?
Why are we not allowed to raise our standards?
You are.
No, yeah.
But he's just asking you where they come from.
No, because they got a world-class manager,
Don't get
right?
this point.
So they
Why
should
are we
raise
not
their
allowed to
standards.
raise our standards?
Yeah.
What the hell does
No
that mean?
problem.
They got
No
content.
problem. No problem. That's fine. I thought it was
What the
top
hell does
4.
that mean?
No, Grizz, if you rate Conte like you rate him, then it should be top 4.
You don't rate Conte? You don't rate Conte like I rate
I
him?
do. That's why I said go and get a trophy. You two over there. I don't go anywhere. You two. Yeah.
What have I
You
said,
say
though?
you both. Oh,
I said he'll deliver.
Conte will do this. Conte will fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then go get trophy.
I think it's one thing
season's
to
not
rate
finished,
Conte
man.
and it's one
Relax.
thing to rate Spurs. They're two completely different things. You have to remember what
listen, if Conte's that great,
Yes, you
serial bottlers.
Conte- if
Serial
Conte is
bottlers
that
of the
great, he
highest
needs to
order.
take Tottenham
Is Conte
out
the
of
man to fix that problem? That's
So
the
why
only
you
question.
rating Conte then? You think he can't deliver then?
No, I rate Conte. I don't rate Spurs. They're two different things.
You got to take Tottenham out of that bubble.
I rate
and put them in
Conte
a new
enough.
one.
I rate Conte enough to fix
Let's see
Spurs.
then.
That's
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see.
Because listen, Poch's got top 4. They've got top 4 before. That's nothing new. Now it's time to go up a level. How do you go up a level? You win trophies. What did they say? What's that thing that you have in the stadium? Glory something? What is it?
Glory Tottenham Hotspur.
No. They have. Huh?
Google
What is
it.
it?
Google it.
Huh? No. You
Google
tell me. You know it.
No,
You
no,
tell
no,
me.
you
Where's it?
Google it.
Glory.
Google
Huh?
it.
What is it? I will Google it. Let me
I know what it is, but I'm not telling you.
No, you should because I want to hear it come out your mouth.
No,
Glory.
Google it then.
What is it? Tottenham.
Google it.
What do they say? They say it, but they don't do it. What do they do?
Oh shit. This could be. You should have said this. This could be damaging, Tobes. You should have just
No,
you need to learn these ones, brother. You need to learn these ones. You
What are you talking about? The little the thing that
today is to do
The
nothing.
game is about
the
glory.
game's about glory.
Oh, the game is about glory. Oh, the
Yeah.
game is about glory.
Oh, that's on the side of their stadium, isn't it?
Yeah. But they don't do it. So.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Toby didn't deserve this. His team won.
No. It's fine. It's
He
fine.
focused on
Why-
himself.
how you
He
got a
focused
motto?
on
How
all the
does that
negativity
make
himself.
sense? How does that make
Your
sense?
team-
Who started
Your
that
team
motto?
won this
When did
weekend.
you
He's
start?
getting smashed.
When did you? How did that motto begin? But yet you don't actually do it. How did that come about?
We were originally a cup-winning team.
Oh, when was that?
When's
Was I
originally? In the black and white era.
Yeah, you weren't born. You weren't
Oh, I
born.
wasn't born.
Yo, man, you man.
Sorry, that's why I don't
That's
understand. I'm
Yeah, exactly.
genuine.
You were born in 2010. So
How did this all start, by the way? Was it just that from that?
Toby spent
what's
15
Maddie?
minutes shitting on his own team. Toby brought all this on himself.
Nah, he didn't. Though he was trying to say.
He could have just said, "Yeah, great win, showed great character." We move on to the next and said, "Nah."
no,
you went-
it's not a great win. It's going life and death with
It
bums.
is. You came back from 2-0. You picked up 3 points at a
Brother,
big away game.
I'm
And
sorry,
you
you're not going to sugarcoat going life and death with Bournemouth. It's a good result, yes, but
Bro, I dream of results like that these days, brother. I dream for results like that, brother.
And that's why Liverpool.
Yeah,
And
was-
here's you, and here's you. This is what I mean. You deserve to get
Benito, man.
cooked. You deserve to get cooked, brother.
why? For having standards, I deserve to get cooked.
No,
That's
man,
ridiculous.
when we say alhamdulillah, brother. We say thank the Lord, man. When you come back 2-0 down to
Yeah.
a beach,
Great.
and you
Great.
come back to win 3-2, you come and say, yeah, bro, mentality monsters, bro. And you just shout on your team. You deserve this, bro. Cook him more, Turkish.
My team.
Wow.
You can talk all you want, bro. It's fine. We're still 10 points above you, and we got you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, warm up. Say no more. Listen, it's an hour 41
You
minutes.
got another
already.
show Thursday, my brother.
We do.
Is it on Thursday? Because you man.
Liverpool gonna find some form before then.
Remember, you man play Europa League on Thursday, so I don't know.
Speak soon.
Friday still.
Who plays Thursday's Europa League?
SAEED and Turkish have other commitments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, other
Yeah.
commitments.
Sorry,
Nice
sorry,
one,
guys.
nice
Sorry,
one.
guys. Other
Yeah,
nice
nice one.
unlucky. Yep, no show Thursday.
Sam says, you know, those videos of people falling over for like 5 minutes until they eventually fall on their behinds. That's how Spurs approach games. Colo says, I love that the biggest mouth on this show is a Tottenham supporter. Shake my head. Funny how the likes of SAEED have a lot to say. Klopp came into a dreadful Liverpool side, spent 0 and got us to 2 finals. Ten Hag has spent 230 million. People are saying he's the new lord in town.
Listen.
I'll say that for the end. Saeed disrespecting Virgil when their club captain is the worst centre back amongst the league. Big respect from Ghana for Virgil. One bad season, class is permanent. Turkish.exe admitted that Arsenal's start had changed his perspective. We're top and it's killing them. Don't let them tell you anything else. How's man running his mouth whilst his cabinet is still running on empty? Spurs wouldn't even be given a participation medal because of their dead football. I love this. North London banter says Jason. Diraj says Arteta already has an FA Cup.
Where did he finish that season?
Mamadi says TOBS Arteta has delivered more than Spurs in the last 15-20 years. Arteta's getting top 4 and winning the Europa League. Spurs finished 3rd in 15-16. Tottenham are a cursed club, says Indigo. Last time they won a title was before the moon landing. To dare is to do, and you've done nothing.
Can I ask, what's Arteta delivered to Arsenal?
FA Cup. I just told you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What else?
Yes.
You said he should have been sacked. So now you're.
He should have. Yeah. But they still won more than you.
Why?
Don't they?
Why should he have been sacked? He delivered the FA Cup.
Yeah. Well, delivered it, but then delivered
Yeah.
it
So why should he have been sacked? Why was there so much pressure on his head if he delivered?
because he didn't deliver enough. But you haven't delivered anything.
Yeah,
That's the
but
point.
why? Don't you think that's a bit odd? A man who delivers a trophy is under pressure. Why? Is
Yeah,
that?
because standards.
He was in a
Because
funny
standards.
place.
Oh, nothing to do with finishing 8th and 8th.
Standards. That's why.
Okay, cool. Silly me.
Got a multitask in this game, bro.
Silly me.
Different competitions.
Turkish is implying that standards are set by precedent. Example, success. You have won nothing for so long. Sorry. Your expectations seem to be you want to get back to something. What something? That's kind of where I was coming from. And then obviously TOBS, you know, he took it the wrong way, and here we are. It's not about winning trophies. It's about the friends we made along the way. Bro,
That is. He's always got great quotes, man.
Definitely, thank you for that one. Ryan says, Turkish and Matisse, you man are taking the piss with Spurs. I love it. SAEED, you know what you're doing as well. Spurs ain't winning nothing. TOBS, I'm sorry.
Bro, I didn't do anything. I just said that we'll get a trophy.
I think that's all of them. Listen, it's an hour 45 minutes in. We do have to whiz through the next 3 games because I'm recording again at 11 p.m. Forever Arsenal.
Man, work great.
Oh, I didn't time it. I didn't time it correct, man. It's all mad. I didn't know the Tottenham one was going to go on as long as it did, but we enjoyed.
You added fuel to the fire, isn't it?
I asked one question, my bro. That's probably the only question I asked.
It's time to talk Arsenal. So talk.
Fine, yeah, 5-0 win. Back to the business we saw at the start of the season. What's next?
Yeah, what's the expectation?
Toby, chill out, man. We're just chill out.
Bro,
he doesn't even want to hear about the
what's the expectation? I don't want to hear about no fluffy 5-0 result. You're top of the league, 31 points. I saw a graphic. I saw a nice, pretty graphic from one of your fans that they said that the teams who've got 31 or above points at this stage of the season have all finished first or second in the last 10 years or something like that. So I want to hear it from you.
What do you want to hear?
I want to hear your expectations.
Same expectations as you heard before.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah. Why?
Get Champions League football. Why? What did anyone? Did I expect the title?
But why?
If you ain't gonna let man talk, then I don't know what you're trying to do here. Trust me, we're in different places, my guy. We're top of the league. I don't mind. You can say what you want to say.
So tell me, what are your expectations?
If you want the floor's yours, my guy. If you want it,
tell me your expectations for the season, please.
Be comfortably in top 4 come February. That's the first step. Easy.
You're a coward.
Easy.
You're a coward.
Well, I'm a coward for not saying it's a title challenge.
You know what you done? You're a coward.
Toby's hating every second of this, man. Toby's hating every single second of this.
He's giving himself an extra milestone, and then now you can't really ask him another question until February.
He's a coward. That's my
he's keeping you waiting, man.
Yeah, you got to wait till February to ask him that question again now.
Cool.
But I've said it from the beginning of the season, though. I predicted we're going to finish top 4, so I don't know if that question's still on the table because I said we'll finish top 4 already. And my first target was to win the first half of the season. Then you move from there. Old Trafford, we fucked up. Bounce back from Old Trafford, we did that. Europa League, get it out the way early. We pretty much did that.
Yeah.
We hit a bump in the road. Southampton, Leeds, PSV, Bodo. All right, cool. Come off the back end, just beat Forest comfortably as well. And I said it on, Thursday show. I said, just deal with them. Just deal with Forest. I know they just beat Liverpool, but we're at home. They're last in the league. You know, we need the performance now before 2 big away games, Chelsea and Wolves. Just deal with them. And that's what we've done. We dealt with them. I don't really know what more to say on it, really. You know, we've got Chelsea.
You know when there's these scenes in films when there's this kid who's kind of on the fence, as TOBS would say, and he could join a gang, but then he could also go to school and get his A's. And Turkish is just kind of like in his bedroom window. TOBS is like, "Yo, come outside, come outside." And Turkish is like, "I don't know," and he's looking at his parents and he's like, That's basically what's going on.
In silence.
It's so mad. You're trying to draw him out. He refuses to go outside, man. He's staying in. He's doing his homework game by game. I respect it. You did say he was going to move in silence, so I can't really even get at you. Do you know what I mean?
The day we see,
do it.
The day we hear that on air that we're going to win the league. It's going to be a mad feeling, and we're going to.
Iconic. Iconic. I won't be able to control my joy. I mean,
yeah, of course not. You're going to be celebrating with them, man.
I genuinely believe Grizz
genuinely
believe Grizz will celebrate if they win the league. I will find them at the Emirates dancing, doing the dance with Robbie and everybody outside the stadium.
Leagues, isn't it? Mad.
I'll be happy for my son.
What?
My son.
Yeah,
man, son.
Oh, your son actually supports Arsenal. I thought you called Arsenal your son.
His son, yeah. Okay.
Louder.
Oh god.
Yeah, cool.
Now, big win though, big win.
Saka out though. That's the big L from the day. Is Saka out.
Apparently it's not out for long though. Apparently it's not.
Yeah,
we don't know yet.
Don't know.
Yeah, he gets moved to every game as well, so he tends to bounce back quickly. So hopefully, because we've got a couple of games, I don't really care about England and the World Cup, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does. That's the thing. So it'll be interesting because Chelsea's a big game. I know Chelsea just got smoked, but it's a big game regardless. We're away.
Is he definitely missing that?
I don't know. No, we don't know yet. That's what I'm saying. With the World Cup,
what's the target? Just come to Stamford Bridge and win. You got a good record recently.
Look at Matisse, you know. Shit.
Listen, obviously the target's 6 points out of the next 6 Chelsea Wolves, but bare minimum 4 out of 6. That's that. I'll take 4 out of 6 in the next 2 games. They're away games at the end of the day, but some of our best form has come away as well. Most of our clean sheets have come away, and we have got a good record there recently. So, yeah, listen, depends.
Your favourites, isn't it?
Obviously. Favourites.
Yeah, obviously.
Yo, listen, you're Chelsea, man. Let's get that chest back out, man.
This is a Thursday conversation.
Asking questions.
Chelsea.
All right,
we might be favourites. I'm not really a betting man like that, so I don't know the odds. I don't know if you know the odds, but we might be favourites.
The mighty Blues, eh?
No. Why would you be favourites at Chelsea's round?
Because they're dead at the moment.
Yeah, but come on, you should know how bookies work.
Yeah. Well, I don't really mean bookies. I mean actually us going into it. Well, when it comes to Friday, are you lot all predicting a Chelsea win?
Probably not, because they opened they basically gift you 3 points recently whenever you go to their ground. So
I'm saying so.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Considering the time, people, and I do have another show after this, we're going to keep it moving. I know there's a few super chats that have come in. I'll try get them in at the end. Apologies if I don't. But what's next? United 1-0, Man City away 1-0.
Yeah. We just did our thing, innit?
De Gea did his thing.
Yeah. De Gea did his thing.
Best keeper in the world.
Yeah.
Best keeper in the world.
Listen,
really?
You know me and David De Gea, man. I'm openly shameless about David De Gea. Really.
You told us he was.
Why is he not in the Spain squad?
55. And Toby, I did not say he was done. I need it again.
I think you did actually.
Get me the clip.
I think you said David De Gea has done at this club.
People
now.
who are
we need to move on. We need to get someone who can play out from the back.
Bring us the clip on Twitter. They'll find it.
Yeah. All right. People bring me the clip where I said categorically De Gea is done. Categorically, categorically, De Gea is done.
On here.
Listen anyway.
On this show.
Listen anyway. I think for me that was a very, very important win, considering Chelsea lost, Liverpool lost. Our aim is top 4. I did say we're going to get there. I predicted us to get there. I think Ten Hag is building something good at United. He's making us very, very stable. We're not conceding at home. Yes, we're not scoring freely, but I think for me, we look like we're doing our thing, man. I think if you look at since the Brighton game, you know what I mean? We played 10, won 7, drawn 2, and lost 1. That's a huge testament to Ten Hag, man. So for me, you get me, like Casemiro's flourishing right now. Lisandro Martinez. Listen, I don't need to talk too much about this guy. People are starting to see him, man. Proper defender. Dalot leaps and bounds. Luke Shaw started to perform again. I can't complain right now. It's all good at United right now. For right now, I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? 3-point collectors crew this week. It's all good round here. So,
no parts of the team you wish to him that could be better. Everything just.
Are you happy with that performance, Saeed? Saeed, are you happy with that performance? Because from what I saw in the first half, anyway, a better team than West Ham could have been at least 2-0 up at one point, and there was large spells that game where they were absolutely peppering you, attack after attack. And credit to David De Gea, he pulled in an absolute masterclass. It was similar to Kepa against Aston Villa for Chelsea. Without David De Gea, if you ask me, you lose that game. I don't think you perform well.
You know what it was, yeah? I think West Ham were fresh. They rested a lot of their players midweek, and I think it just showed. I think they had a bit more energy about us. I think our front three wasn't as fluid as we wanted it to. We're probably Lango, Ronaldo dropped off second half, and obviously at the end, I think even McTominay was playing right wing. So I think at the end, it wasn't as fluid as we wanted to. So I think that game was just about containing. Don't get me wrong, it was probably the worst second half in a while, but for me, I'm going out there and I'm having a different perspective. We got the 3 points. I get West Ham, but if you look at it, though, to be fair, they had one header, the Declan Rice saved it outside the box, and I think one of them, there was a scuff shot that should have went in or should have been at least on target. They didn't pepper us they just kept spamming the ball in and just applying pressure. And we were making mistakes. So I get the idea that they would have won necessarily, but I think they were applying pressure. Don't get me wrong, David De Gea saved us a little bit, but I can't lie. I didn't feel at one point that they were going to score. I'll be honest with you. I was comfortable. This team hasn't conceded in the last 5 games. They haven't lost at home since Real Sociedad. You know what I mean? So
I can't
lost at home since Brighton at home.
I don't know how you can say.
Well.
I mean, how you can say you wasn't comfortable.
No, I'm not saying I didn't feel like we were going to concede. When I was in the ground, normally you can feel like
putting it on you the last 5 minutes.
You're mad. Then
you know what it is though.
They peppered
for
you.
me when I
said that
Dalot,
De Gea saved you, but you said you didn't feel like.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you, the chances, don't get me wrong, were unbelievable, especially the saves, but it weren't like a feeling of relentless pressure. I didn't feel like that. I thought Dalot was holding himself, the amount of recovery tackles. I thought for me, we defended resolutely. That's what I thought in my opinion when I was at the ground.
They had 6 shots on target in the last 10 minutes, and you're saying they didn't pepper you?
No, but in a sense of they were like free in terms of when you look at the shot against David De Gea. Some of them were decent saves. They weren't kind of like there was 3 match-winning saves. The header from Zuma, the shot outside the box. Are you calling that? Come on, man. David De Gea makes some kind of saves.
You're saying you had three match-winning saves.
Name me the other shit. Name me the other one. The one over the bar.
If you watch the game with your eyes, you'll see the flow of the game suggesting West Ham were on top of you. West Ham were on top of you for large spells of that game.
In that game, honestly, I felt like I was strongly Sandro.
No, can I defend Saeed? I think sometimes when your team's play like that and you're on the back of clean sheet after clean sheet,
you don't.
I know
feel
what
it.
I mean. You don't feel it. I see what you mean. Like you get into this mode of you know what? Come what may.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? We ain't conceding. And you know what? I see that resoluteness in
resolute. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I felt like for me, we were resolute.
But my G, you got pepper. But you don't say you didn't get. But don't say you didn't get
okay.
You got pepper.
They came at us, but I was still assured. I was assured of myself. Everyone else came out the ground. They were thinking, nah, man. I'm like, no, we got this. Leslie, who was sitting next to him, she was like, oh, what's going on, this and that. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like ease. I was like, you know what? I was calm. Honestly, check the vlog. I was calm.
Wow.
So, and this is a team that's, again, Ten Hag has instilled this mentality. Look at Dalot, different player. Martinez. Listen, can't say much about my man. So, I'm not going to lie to you. Ten Hag, for me, is just installed that mentality in this football club. I think, for me, it's running through every single player. And we didn't have Anthony. Obviously, Ronaldo obviously got tired towards the end. I just think for me, it was a must win 3 points. So
yeah, you're right.
100%.
I've got a question for you though. Because I didn't watch the match before. Highlights thing for me. But Marcus Rashford, 100 goals. I recall a couple months ago you said that the club should get rid of him. He's done. He's this. He's that.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on Marcus Rashford now? Where do you stand?
I think for me, it's too early to kind of say he's back and you know what I mean. It's prove you wrong. But right now, I've got humble pie. Right now, he's doing his bit, and for me, all credit goes to him. But also, Ten Hag he's got him playing in a different way. He looks more confident, and credit to him. I'm not going to hate on Marcus Rashford.
He's more focused now.
For me, he looks more focused. Yeah, exactly. He's not writing statements anymore.
Yeah,
I still stood correct though. Yeah, I still stood correct in terms of this guy was not doing what he was meant to do.
That part I get. I don't think it's wrong for you to have been worried about that. I'm just asking, in your head now, like going forward with Eric Ten Hag, are you comfortable with Marcus Rashford being part of the setup?
Yeah, 100%. You still want 100%. With this manager, like I said, he's got a new lease of life and he's playing the way the manager wants. For me, I'm putting my agendas aside for the betterment of the team. I'm putting my agenda aside, saying, you know what, I back the manager to get the best out of him. That's me being as a fan, knowing that, you know what, under the previous regime, everyone could see it. Rashford he looked done. Then all of a sudden now,
better off the left.
And now he's playing on the left.
You need to get a striker in it because once you get that striker in, I think if you get a striker in January, because Martial is obviously kind of injury prone now. I think you can move Rashford and let him compete with Sancho. Obviously, Sancho is benched. We'll see if that sends a rocket up his arse. Maybe that's the statement he needed. He obviously wasn't playing well. Do you know what I'm saying? TOBS was getting slaughtered for calling it out, but he's not playing well, and that's why he got benched and Elanga starts. Do you know what I mean? So let's see now if he steps up. I think for me personally, I think Sancho is going to get every little ounce of time to to prove that he's a Manchester United player. They spent a lot of money on him, so he hasn't worked out so far. But I do expect him to fix up after this dropping, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a lesson, man. You get me? Like, your position is not guaranteed, mate. So you've got to fight for your position.
Yeah,
and
that's with
Anthony injured. That's taking a step. Yeah, he's not injured.
Listen, it's overrun in terms of work because me recording next, I got to do Forever Arsenal, so I've got about 5 minutes to prepare for that. Hugh, apologies regarding Man City because it was a big away win as well because Leicester did kind of cause you problems, and without Haaland, De Bruyne, that free kick was sweet. But we're gonna have to keep it moving, and we're gonna have to wrap it up. Apologies to the super chats I've missed as well. There's about 5 or 6 here that I didn't get to read out. Apologies, it's on me. Like I said, I do have to go record something else. Hit the like button on the way out as usual, people, and show some love to the channels as usual. Hugh getting up to 5k, SAEED, Grizz, TOBS, Matisse, and THUGGEry. Make sure you support all the channels, people. And love for the love as always. We'll be back this Friday, 9 p.m. So make sure you guys are there this Friday, 9 p.m. A little change in day, but like Matisse said, it's because we've got Europa League responsibilities. So it is what it is. Friday, 9 p.m. people. See you there. Peace.
Come on.